Welcome back to another episode of RAWTALK.
What's up, baby?
Shirt off? Why is the shirt off?
Oh, I can't wear anything but raw gear.
Why is the shirt
What do you
off?
mean? You want me to wear not raw gear here? I don't have any raw gear. I can't. What's so funny?
This is hilarious.
Do you want me to wear any other brand of shirt into your house?
Of course not.
Do that. Do you have any shirts for me?
Yeah, I got some stuff.
Okay, cool. Oh my gosh! It's like you were prepared for me.
Yeah, you can pick whatever you want.
Oh my gosh! This
literally-
might have been a ploy to just get free raw gear.
Yeah, you
I'm
get
just gonna
whatever
be
you
honest.
get whatever you want, man.
Oh, dude, this is awesome.
Probably the same size too.
Is this the opportunity to plug? You have any collections that you're dropping right now that I
yeah.
should
Well,
specifically?
this guy's good, dude. Holy shit.
I'm getting cold, Bradley.
I know.
Whenever it does drop, I'll tell you guys right now, it's very comfortable. This is actually so soft. It's so flexible too. I feel like I could gain 90 pounds of muscle and this would still
Probably,
fit.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
XL looks so different on him versus me. That's
A little
crazy.
different. You're tall as fuck, though.
Yeah. No, we're about the same height.
He's definitely not a smaller YouTuber.
Yeah.
I thought like you would be.
A little tiny guy. This is actually a very good time for us to talk.
Perfect.
Because I've got some, I'm tall, but I gotta fill out this way. I've
Yeah,
got some
dude, if you
interesting-
put muscle on, you'd be a fucking animal,
I
bro.
like how he looks at himself when he says animal.
Oh yeah.
He's like, if you,
See, you get a little muscle, then it would fit you like, you know.
dude, that's so awesome. Dude, look, this is the same size shirt. Anybody can wear it.
Yeah, it's true.
Anybody of any size.
Dude, this guy's good.
It looks better as you get bigger.
true.
That's actually crazy for workout clothes. I'm surprised you don't have a gym here.
Really?
Yeah.
But I have a gym.
Yeah, you have a gym.
So like I literally have a gym. I mean, I have like stuff in my garage, like
Yeah.
basic stuff.
Yeah.
More so for cardio, because like I actually do really enjoy going to my gym.
Uh-huh.
And we're moving my gym actually to a bigger location in Encino, right on Havenhurst and Ventura.
Gotcha. Dude, that's great. This kid right here. So Sam right here, he kind of looks like me because he's my cousin.
He looks like a gym bro.
Yeah, he's a thick boy.
He looks like he works out.
But he's a big fan of you in the gym.
I
So
appreciate it.
that's good news for you that he's going to Encino. It's way closer to us.
Yeah. So it's literally, you know what Havenhurst in Ventura? It's like right there where the old Office Depot was. It's like a Pequeno Mas was like a Norm's there. Katsuya is like right across the street. It's like a pet store, like a pet food store. But it was a bit. The reason why it was a bit is because I guess, well, first off, you've like exploded in the last, 2 years?
Yeah,
On
yeah.
YouTube? Because I remember some shit with like sneaking into like Logan Paul's house or
Yeah.
like staying outside of his house.
Yeah, I
Before
did
you.
that.
How many years ago was that?
That was probably exactly 2 years ago. Yeah, that was probably exactly 2 years ago.
That's when shit started to pick up for you?
Yes, 100%.
Because that's when I saw you, and I was like, and I remember being like, who the fuck is this kid?
Yeah, how did you feel off the rip at that?
I was like, you're creative as fuck. When I
Interesting.
first saw the stuff you were doing, I was like, oh, this kid's smart.
Hell yeah.
Straight up.
That's awesome.
I obviously, you never know how well someone's going to do until like they start to do it.
Yeah.
But you've like fucking exploded. And I made that joke about the sex dungeon because like I was going to get into this. You though have to be like super, you have to be PG.
Yeah.
You're very PG.
Yeah.
Are you PG off camera?
Dude, I'm honestly, you would say yes, yeah? Yeah. I don't party. I don't drink. I don't do anything. Really. I enjoy.
Drinking's trash anyways, by the
Yeah,
way. Like
yeah.
it's fun like for a birthday
Yeah.
celebratory thing.
No, for sure. I'll drink in celebration of stuff, but I'm pretty straight cut. Dude, I just love YouTube. I'm just competitive. I just want to win. You know what I mean? So that's like where my drive is. And that's where my energy goes.
Where
I
did that
guess.
start though? Were you just like, did you see how YouTube was and you're like, oh, I could live in this space? Or were you like a kid seeing YouTubers being like, I want to...
Dude, since I was a little kid, I've wanted to be a YouTuber since I was in 5th grade. When YouTube first came out, I saw my friend upload a video to YouTube, and I was like...
So wait, how old are you?
I was in 5th grade, so what, you like 9 or 10
how
or
old are you
something?
right now?
I'm 25 right now, so it was like
Okay.
a decade ago.
So you grew up in the shit.
In this shit, yeah,
straight
100%, yeah. And you know what's funny, actually, is, so there's a long story to it, but basically I thought it was funny because... with a year, like basically 6 months before I started going hard on YouTube, I was basically just going through like anybody who had been successful on the platform and the people that had been on the platform the longest.
Yeah.
And I studied your videos.
No.
Yes,
Oh
bro.
my God.
I went back.
Go
like
fuck
I
yourself.
watched your first video. I would be on walks. Like I would do runs and walks. And I was actually on 75 hard. So I did 75 hard for a full year. And I did a bunch of runs, a bunch of walks because of that. And I would just listen and watch through your videos and take notes.
What were you learning?
What
my
do you
videos
mean?
were so trash, dude.
No, but you look at what you've done. There's something to it. You know what I mean?
I would just talk though. I would talk and I would just share
yeah,
stuff.
but that's the magic right there is what you're talking about. Because old YouTube especially, like I think what's cool about you is you have so many videos during when YouTube was a place where it was more like it was okay to just spend time talking to your audience. Now you have to play a sort of a retention game a little bit, but you have so much depth with your audience because you just talk to them like a normal person. These probably agree with you,
which is so crazy though nowadays because now, I mean, obviously not the platform itself. Like as a whole, you are definitely succeeding in the style of retention. Because I've seen your videos, I watch your stuff. You're very artfully doing, things on purpose to keep people engaged. Everything that you do is like, I could tell it's calculated. But now, like as you notice too, even though back in the day, that's when YouTube was really successful, like the longer format, like just talking. Notice how podcast stuff is coming back and people are actually watching more of this. I think because people get to a point where in the consumption of content where it's like, everything's too fast. And then people are like, all right, I need something slower. Now this shit's starting to come back up again. But anyways, besides that, because I love the podcast space. I always talk about it. Subscribe, by the way, you fuckers. But so I want to talk about this for you is, when are you fighting MrBeast? Because like apparently you guys like,
bro, how crazy is that he just asked that? All right, listen, Bradley, I told you earlier, this is a very important time for you and I to be talking.
Yeah.
Okay? Very important.
Shut the fuck up. No, there's no way.
I'm just going to stare at the camera to build anticipation.
Did I just do that?
All right, listen.
Whoa.
Bradley, I've got something I need your help with, okay?
Holy shit.
I'm recruiting your help. I need some help with something, okay?
Because like now I'm thinking MrBeast is also tall.
Yeah. He's about my height. We're all the same height. You, me, and Jimmy are probably all the same height.
He's tall.
Yeah. All right, so basically, like, 4 or 5 days ago now, Jimmy and I...
No fucking way.
...signed a legal document...
No, stop.
That if either of us don't work out for one consecutive day for the next 5 months until December, we have to get the other person's name tattooed on a visible part of their body. I'm here on a secret mission right now because I got to show you something. I'm going to show you Jimmy's personal trainer. This is the guy who's training him right now. Okay.
I was supposed to go out there and help him with some stuff.
Don't do that.
Yeah, he said don't do that.
All right. This is Jimmy's personal trainer. He sent me a video of him this morning.
That's Jasper.
You know this guy.
Yeah. I know everyone. I've been around a long time.
All right. Well, maybe if you're friends with him, you probably can't talk shit about him, but I will.
Fuck that guy.
There we go.
Fuck you, Jasper.
That's the energy I want to hear.
Go fuck yourself. The side's better over here.
I'm gonna show you this video he sent me this morning. Actually, here. I'll
He's
put
talking shit.
Oh yeah, here.
Have you heard of the YouTube channel AIRRACK?
Yes.
Okay, tell him to go work out.
AIRRACK, workout, bro.
Yeah, we're both working out every day. Tell him I'm working out today.
Oh, Jimmy's working out today. He's been working out every day. You came in yesterday too.
I know. I have been.
I saw that.
Interesting.
Hey, go fucking work out.
All right, so this kid and I, if I miss a consecutive day of working out,
5 months,
5 months, or get less big than him,
okay,
then I have to get his name tattooed on my body in a visible area.
That's tough.
Could tee up for a little fight. I don't know.
Dude,
I'm down. I could be convinced.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Very. How much does he weigh?
He's heavier than me right now. He's probably 220 right now.
Do you have workout experience?
I do, dude. I do. I was like actually like probably the best shape I've ever been in my entire life. And then YouTube did this, and I dropped everything. And I was just like, YouTube's all that matters. And I just went sicko mode, and I lost all my gains. But I was going hard for like a year prior. Anyway,
I got a question.
Hit me.
Sorry, I interrupted a little bit. What's your relationship like with MrBeast? Because I swear to God, I saw a podcast where he was talking to Joe Rogan, and he was saying how like he helps YouTubers and stuff like this, and like I feel like he's helped you.
Oh yeah. He's dude. I think
because he said he didn't want to take credit. That's why he didn't want to say anyone's name that he helped.
Wait.
I feel like he was talking about you.
Wait. We can talk about this in a sec. I have to finish my thought here.
Go ahead.
I am here right now to recruit you.
Okay, that's what this is.
That's what this is.
Okay.
I am here right now to recruit you. You have to help me win this bet.
I will.
How?
Let's train.
Let's train.
Let's do it.
How do we do it?
show up to the gym.
I just spent a lot of money on a home gym.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking around.
I'll pull up. And
You
can
will.
come to the gym every once in a while.
That's what
too.
I'm down. I'm
You're
down.
literally like fucking what, 10, 15 minutes away from the gym?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Part number 2 to this. So we got a little handshake deal in here that you're not going to let me fail.
No, I
this.
got you 100%. No, we have to beat MrBeast. Yeah,
love
we're
it.
fucking crushing
Think
this.
about so part number 2
Okay.
is that we're making a video about this entire thing. So I'm gonna be making a video about this experience and us just destroying MrBeast and MrBeast getting a tattoo of my name on his
Well, if
arm.
we're making a video, then we have to win because the other
That's what I'm
guy,
saying.
I can't let him beat me.
There we go.
You know
See,
what
this
I'm
is what I'm
saying?
saying. You
Like-
have vested equity.
No, like there's no way he's beating
So
us.
we can make a banger together, and this is guaranteed 30 mil banger.
Easy.
This is a world ender.
And we're never going to lose this.
No, there's
it's
no chance.
impossible.
That's
I mean,
what I'm
that
saying.
guy versus me is kind of silly.
All right, listen, Jimmy.
Just saying.
The contract is signed. Bradley Martyn is my personal trainer.
here.
And from this moment on, there's not a chance on this godforsaken earth that you're going to win this competition.
It's
That's
so-
all I'm going to say, okay?
It's true.
All right, can I FaceTime him real quick to scare him?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, let me FaceTime.
Let's scare him because he seems like a
FaceTime Jimmy
scareable guy.
Donaldson.
He's a scareable
He's
guy.
going to talk so much shit, dude. He's been FaceTiming me, trying to intimidate me, and I'll screen
not very
record this for
PG
you.
of him.
It's not. It's
kind
not.
of fucked up.
Let's see.
Imagine a fight though.
He just declined my call.
Oh, he big dicked you. Let's go.
Jimmy, I'm on a podcast right now.
Jimmy, you must
with
answer.
my personal trainer. His name starts with a B and ends with an M.
Yeah.
Answer the phone.
We're gonna do it. 100%. Dude, no, we get him on. We'll get some nice supplements. Not the kind of supplements that everyone's probably making jokes about in the comments.
Are
right
you
now.
sponsored by Trifecta?
Yeah, I'm an owner.
Really?
Yeah.
I lived off of Trifecta for a year straight when I moved to LA.
Was that a video or like?
No, I did it. I actually wanted them to sponsor me. You should have sponsored me. I hit them up.
Oh.
We did a.
They're not working with you?
No.
What?
I ate quinoa, chicken, and their mashed potatoes for a year straight.
I guarantee they'll work with you.
Really?
Absolutely.
All right. Well.
Yeah. I mean, I'll make sure of it. Literally, I'll tell them to do it.
All right. Cool. Well, I'll wait for Jimmy to call me back.
Yeah.
I just told him. To
So
call.
okay, how
Anyway,
long?
Okay.
So
Let's continue.
let's talk about the workout stuff a little bit. How much actual workout experience do you have?
I worked out for like a year straight. I put on some pretty solid muscle. I can show you some pictures. But
Later, after.
I probably put on like 20 pounds of muscle or something like that. I was lean and weighed like 220 or something like that.
Okay.
But I had like a year of workout experience prior to that, nothing. And now I'm kind of like out of sync.
So how long since that period? The consistent workout period. Where are you right now?
I've been on and off. I'll have like 3 months I'm in, 3 months I'm out. But since then, since I started YouTube, so 2 years.
Yeah, because YouTube's a beast, man.
Do you think? Oh, bro, it takes over your entire life if you let it, which I have.
Yeah.
Which I don't regret at all. I think it was necessary for the like stage of life. But now it's like time to level up. You know what I mean?
Do you think you're going to be able to balance both things? I mean, obviously you're making a video out of
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
so there's a part of balance
Yes.
within itself.
Yeah.
But outside of that, do you think you're going to have a hard time with other videos because of the consistency that you'll need?
I think I definitely could. I just it's all about the expectation, like what's actually expected. Like there's no world where I'm going to be able to be in the gym for 3 hours a day. It just can't happen. I can't be in the gym for 3 hours a day and also grow YouTube the way that I want to grow.
You don't
YouTube.
need 3 hours.
Yeah.
You
So
won't
that-
need 3 hours. It's
so-
more so like maybe an hour, hour and a half
Yeah.
at most if you're like really, really working.
Yeah.
And then it's the time outside of like getting the food ready, having the food ready, like getting your meals. Like if you have you have an assistant or anything like
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that.
yeah.
If you could have someone help you organize that part of your life, because that's the stuff that's going to be really important. Like you can get to work and have fun, have great workouts,
Mm-hmm.
but if you're not crushing like the consistency behind,
Oh, here he goes.
okay, let's go.
Yo,
I stepped out of the meeting. What's up?
I'm on a podcast. Can I FaceTime you real quick?
Yeah, hit me.
It's all about the effect.
This is so funny.
Hang on. There you
Okay,
go.
here we go.
Hang on. All right. I just wanted to. So I actually met somebody who knows your trainer Casper,
Uh-huh.
and that's this guy right here.
How you doing, buddy?
Bro, what up?
What's good?
How's it going?
I hear we're in a war now.
Oh, wait. Are you training Eric?
Yeah, I feel like it's now competition. I feel like I don't feel the same about you now.
Oh, shit. Is this what I get for not ever bringing you down?
Yes, this is like because I told him to come on the podcast and he was like, but I know you're busy. It's all good. I know you're busy.
You're done for, bro. How do you feel about that?
In a year, let's do a bodybuilding contest.
No.
To give the winner $100,000.
All right.
Yo, he's wild.
He's wild, bro. That man does not understand the value of money. It's pretty crazy.
I feel like Do you spend a ton of money when you talk about money? Him not understand. I think he does, obviously, and I know you do as well.
Yeah.
Because all of his money he like puts into these projects, which are insane.
Yeah.
And there is I don't think there's anyone ever on the platform that's ever done the kind of shit that he's done.
Yeah.
And it's in. I'm not trying to draw this comparison between you and him, but like I looked at all your content. I'm like, holy shit, this is like the second coming of MrBeast.
Yeah.
Do you feel that?
I think it should feel like that. I don't want to compete with Jimmy on money. Like that's not money. Like Jimmy's so exponentially far down like the money path.
Yeah,
like no one will ever beat him at the
Right.
money game. And I have no interest in playing that game. I think what I have that Jimmy doesn't have, and I've talked to Jimmy about this, is like I think I am a much better storyteller, and I like understand how to make a video that's actually interesting and like you feel something emotionally when you watch it. You know what I mean? That's my goal. And I think that is the next coming of YouTube. So I take being the second coming of MrBeast as a positive thing because I think
for
I
sure.
can take what I learned from him and like foresee where YouTube's going now. Because I think when he started, algorithm was everything. And he knew the algorithm better than anybody else, you know? So that's how he came up. But I think that I genuinely believe that I'm the greatest storyteller on the platform right now. And my goal is to like do that to the highest possible degree. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to play his game. Like he will win his game forever. The next MrBeast will not be making MrBeast videos. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, that's my thoughts.
So storytelling is more important to you.
Oh yeah. Of course.
Why is it more important to you? Why do you think that's the thing that's most important
Bro,
now?
it's because of what you said earlier, right? Which is like there's a period of YouTube, like we're getting out of it right now. It's like happening where like there's a period of YouTube where it's just like retention, screaming at the camera. But what was before that was you talking to the camera, like you bro, just talking to the people and making someone feel connected to you, like as an audience member, because that's what YouTube should feel like. Like that's the YouTube that I fell in love with when I was a kid. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I think that like it's like brands, how they were cool and then they're not cool again and then they're cool again. I think that the next where YouTube is headed is that it's like YouTube no longer. I've talked to the guy who runs the algorithm at YouTube, and it's no longer about retention. It's no longer about CTR as much as it is about viewer satisfaction.
What do they base that off of? What number?
They have like
figure?
Surveys. They get millions of survey applications a day. They base it off of a combination of like comments and likes and view duration, along with surveys and
so
balance.
Somewhat of retention is involved in that.
Some of it, but there's a much bigger game at play, which is like how satisfied was this viewer with the video that they watched. You know, like do you know Nico Amalana?
Yes.
So he did that video where he visited the most racist town.
Yeah.
That video is a piece of artwork. Like that video has extremely high viewer satisfaction. Like if you watch that video, you're like, yo, this feels different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's the goal, is like make a video that feels different and like you watch it and you feel some type of way when you watch it, you know?
Yeah. So how do you make that happen in each of your videos? Like how are you what is your thought process when you're like, okay, I'm going to do a video where like you had the bodyguards, right? How do you translate? Because we'll get into this topic after a little bit more, but like the title, the thumbnail thing, how do you translate? Okay, I need a banger title, I need a banger thumbnail, and then how do I make this feel like something that is meaningful?
Yeah, I think we always like Sam helps me come up with ideas and stuff, and the boys.
Smart. That's a smart guy right there.
Smart guy right there. Yeah.
That's because he's a gym bro, dude.
You think
Straight
so?
up. I feel like he flexed straight up.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Dude, the gym makes you smart, bro.
Yeah.
Like, here's the crazy part. Imagine now you get crazy, consistent with the gym.
Yeah.
You're going to be even better at content.
That's what I agree with you.
I swear to God.
I agree with you. And I think that I will be a better YouTuber and a better role model because I'm jacked out of my mind. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
like people look at you and they're like, dude, he's doing something right with his life. You know what I mean? I can like do all this crazy stuff, but
Or they're like, he's a fucking juice head.
you think
Some people obviously are like, before I think the podcast up, they're
Yeah.
like, this guy's a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Because he's
yeah.
lifting girls and shit. Because I did a lot of viral stuff that people, like a lot of people see the viral shit on IG that I've done over the years,
Yeah.
like lifting girls.
Yes.
And then they don't hear me speak.
Yeah.
Or they don't hear the story. So they're just like, this dickhead.
Yeah.
You know, I get a lot. I know I get a lot of that. But then with the people who really know me,
Yep.
they know it's a little bit deeper than that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Why do you care about it being deeper? Like, fuck the direction of where it's going or where it might be. Or I think you're exactly right, because this podcast is a representation of like people
It is.
wanting it. But why is it important for you to have a connection with these people? Like as a human, you.
Yeah. No, totally. I mean, like, the biggest thing for me is I believe that that's the way YouTube should be. And I think that we have influence, and we like being a top creator, you have influence over the direction of the platform.
And even what other creators do.
Correct. Exactly. Like whatever I do, the people who copy my videos or whatever will just do that. You know what I mean? So if I make it cool to slow down the video and just talk to the viewers and build characters in the videos and like really like show people's personalities, that will become the next cool thing to do, you know? But it comes from genuinely me as a human. It comes from that is what I think that YouTube should be, and it's the version of YouTube that I watched when I was a kid, and it was what inspired me to become a YouTuber in the first place. I don't think if I was a kid and I watched somebody screaming at the camera and getting like super fast cuts, I don't think that I would look at that and be like, I'm inspired by that person. Maybe I'm inspired by the content, but I'm not inspired by the person.
Or you're just engaged by the content.
Engaged by the content, but I'm not like, it's not changing my life. My life, I should have been like, I'm from Forsyth County, Georgia, small town, North Georgia, like middle of nowhere. Like I should be driving a truck or
this
running
is what
like
I want to talk about.
A chicken farm or something like that. That's what I should be doing. But because I watched YouTube and I connected with creators, it changed the direction of my life completely. And like, I want to do that for the next generation. You know what I mean? Like that's my goal. Like as a human being, that's why it's important.
Okay. That's amazing. I'm glad you said it because like you directly align with something that changed your life.
Yeah.
And where you're at in your life and you're like, fuck, you saw the options basically that in your hometown, probably if you didn't have the internet, if you didn't have YouTube or these people to look at, you wouldn't have gone that way, I'm assuming, right?
100%.
Like, where do you think your life would have been otherwise?
No, really, I'm serious. I think I would be like, maybe like, I'm definitely driven, so I'd probably do like real estate, or I'd be like a insurance agent with like a bunch of branches, or
in that area,
something like that. You know what I mean? Something that like I have upside, and I'm competitive, so I want to like do that stuff. But I would have just never known it was possible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like people just don't know what's possible. You know?
Yeah.
So seeing YouTube like made me open my eyes. But I'd be doing something competitive, like something
for sure,
like starting businesses or something. They just wouldn't be as fulfilling as this. You know?
Yeah. You know, this reminds me of like at least in the fitness industry, for years, you know, people. Obviously, bodybuilding was a thing, powerlifting was a thing, and then when everything started to get on the internet and people saw what people were capable of outside of like their own like gym and wherever, Nebraska, Ohio, wherever the fuck they're from, right? It became like people's ability to get to these points accelerated so much. Like for example, nowadays there's like kids who are like 18, 19 who are deadlifting this crazy weight or you know benching this crazy weight. He'll know what I'm talking about. But back in the day, it's like. If you didn't see it, you weren't so sure that it was possible for you. But the internet has become this place where, and this is a double-edged sword though, it's become this place where like you see the possibility of someone else's like life and direction, and you're like, fuck, if he could do that, I could do that. And then they identify that much younger, and then they start getting closer to that. So then you got these young kids, at least I'm talking about specifically my industry, doing crazy feats of strength that young kids 10 years ago were not even fucking thinking about, right? So that you have that side of it, which is like super motivational and, you know, creates the aspiration. Okay, I want to do this. But then you have the other side of social media that's like the envy. You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
Like, so
it's like self-comparison, like the comparison trap
and then
stuff,
someone like you, right? Because then you're super competitive. At any point in your career, did you ever feel envy, or was it always like the optimistic, I could do this, I'm going to do this?
It's a good question, dude. I think that for 95% of the people, it is self-comparison, but I think fall into the category of like, I saw that and was like, there's absolutely no reason on planet Earth I shouldn't be able to attain that for myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I believe you, because obviously it's why you're here.
Yeah.
Why the fuck do you think you had that? Because this is for people listening, right? Because people listening, they tend to fall on the other side of like, I don't have that fuck. I don't have these things. Yeah. How come you think you were able to be like, yo, I can do this? Like, what do you think makes you different?
I don't. Honestly, my mom, when I was a little kid, always told me I was different. I feel like everybody's moms did that. I'm convinced to this day that my mom did that as like a parenting tactic she learned somewhere, but she says that it's not the truth. 100%. She had to have. But I believed it. I like believed it. You know what I mean? But I also think, I don't know. I have an opinion that if you're doing this, you have to have a little bit of a God complex and like a little bit of a narcissist piece to you. You know what I mean? And I don't think that like takes over my personality, but I just think it's fun to be competitive. And I remember like watching Disney as a kid, and I was always like I could do that. You know what I mean? I always just have a sense of self. I've always had a sense of self-belief. You know what I mean?
Wait, what Disney?
Like Disney Channel, like watching the actors, like watching like Sweet Light Zach and Cody. I was like, I should.
I thought you were like, fuck Walt Disney. I could do
that. No.
Yeah.
That's also true though. I do believe that that's where YouTube is headed. Like I'm genuinely convinced that my YouTube channel will be like the next HBO, 100%, like, or the next Disney, like 100%. That's where it's headed, like media entity.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that's also a thing. I strongly believe in that.
So listen, this is so funny you said that
Yeah.
because literally I was watching some MrBeast stuff, and then I looked at your channel and I was watching some stuff on your channel, and I was like, holy shit! Like the amount of views this shit gets is like, it's more than these networks.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like you guys are the new like Disney Channel in a sense,
Yeah.
or like, you know, that whatever genre that would be.
Yeah, yeah.
But then I also look like, what's your average viewer age?
Back end of YouTube is like 18 to 24 is like the biggest, and then
That's not even that young.
it's not that young.
Like,
Yeah,
that's-
no, you'd be surprised.
It's not
I mean,
like 13 to 7. You're not like little kids.
No, yeah. There's definitely a piece of that. Like my job is to have a wide net. Like I'm supposed to cast a wide net. You know what I mean? That's like how you get a large amount of views. You know what I mean? So I'll be like walking on the street and like a 40-year-old guy will come up to me, then a little kid will come up to me, then like an 18-year-old kid will come up to me, or
What's
like
most common?
probably like 16 to 20-year-olds is most common for me. Yeah, something like that.
And it's not that young though, because like I'm trying to think when I was watching like Disney Channel type shit. It's like I was a kid. I was like 13, 12.
Yeah.
So I guess it's just such an interesting thing to me because like I guess I don't know if it's other creators are like, oh, that's like kid shit, but it's like it's not. Your audience is like legit grown men.
Yeah,
say
yeah,
an 18-year-old can go to war, like that's a grown man.
Yeah.
But it's like how come you think the platform is so like you can't swear, you can't like how come you think it does that?
I just
because I swear and I know it fucks my videos.
Yeah. No, for sure. And that's like it's a weird thing too because it's like you don't want to lose yourself. And I'm naturally that way. Like I don't naturally swear a whole lot. I don't naturally like go do stuff like I don't know. I'm just but I could see where if that was naturally the person that you were, that'd be a little bit frustrating. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I do it. I don't do it, and I don't do it like negatively. It just comes out. It's just been a habit for so long.
No, I get you. I think the biggest thing too is like, and I don't think it's a bad thing, but especially for me, like the bigger you get, the more you are looked at as like a poster child for YouTube. Like YouTube looks at you that way. You know what I mean? And if you want opportunities in the space, like there is some world where you have to like figure out how to like play the game of YouTube, you know? It's a hard balance though, man. Gideon was over at my house the other day and he does not play the game right now. Or he does play the game extremely well, but he plays it like, he just knows his little tricks. Like he'll demonetize his videos certain ways to like, so that like when it hits the algorithm, I don't know.
Where the fuck are people learning these things?
Dude, he calls it like hood optimization is what he says.
Yeah,
like he has all these theories. Like none of them are proven or anything. But I don't know. I talked to my partner manager on YouTube. Like they help. But dude, I feel like it's all just like he said, she said. Like I'll hear one creator do say something and I'll go try it. And then like Gideon will tell me something and I'll go try that. It's all, but bro, because even if you talk to like somebody at YouTube, everything's red taped, yellow taped. They might know the answer. They legally cannot tell you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they'll be like, well, if you try this, see if it works.
It's just these giant blanket statements.
Bro, why is it like that?
Yeah,
is it because like I don't understand that? Is it because YouTube doesn't want people to like excel, but it doesn't make sense?
Yeah, no, it's a good question. I don't know the answer to that.
But to be fair, I'm not saying this is a YouTube thing innately. Yeah. All these platforms are like this. They don't, you know, when something's wrong, like they just kind of like, oh, there's so many other things to worry about. Let's not focus on that.
Yeah, and there's definitely like, I don't know, man. I don't know how we can talk about it off the podcast, but like I'll just like press people at YouTube sometimes and just get answers. You know what I mean? Like I'll just ask for 3 months straight the same question, and like eventually they'll give me a little something. You know?
But I feel like it keeps changing then too.
Always,
they change the algorithm every few months.
Yeah, but that's fun for me. I love that stuff.
Yeah,
it's just like it's just a giant game. Yeah.
So where do you see this going? Are you trying to get 100 million subscribers? Like, is it?
Oh
like
yeah,
this
of course. Yeah, no,
200 million. Like
we'll have 500 million one day, 100%. Like that will happen.
You don't think at some point you're gonna be like, dude, I'm tired?
No, I've been wanting to do this since I was a little kid. I'm just as happy. Like I'm so fired up that I'm here, like doing this. Like this is so fun for me. It's just as fun as when I was in 5th grade. Like it's all I want to do. It's probably like YouTube and like raw gear and stuff like that is maybe like a byproduct of your passion for like lifting and stuff like that. I would imagine. I could be wrong. Yeah. So like. It's like your passion for lifting is my passion for YouTube. Well, you know what I mean?
Yeah, this is the thing that I talk about that's so interesting though, is like I didn't get into these things like kind of like knowing that it was really, I mean, YouTube was a little bit more of a thing that I knew, I wanted to do that. But like I started on Instagram in 2010. Yeah. And it wasn't
Did you know why? Like, did you start it for a reason?
I've told the story before, but I'm gonna tell it again. So basically back then, I was a big nerd. I'm still a nerd. I love video games. I love playing video games.
That's
but I
awesome.
would play video games, and then I would try to look on the. I was always interested in like business shit. So I read on these sites about like stuff that was coming and apps that were coming, and I was reading about how like e-commerce is going to change the world.
Yeah.
Right. This is back in 2010
Yeah.
before it really did.
Yeah.
And I read this article about Twitter, and they're like, people are making money on Twitter, and I started a Twitter. So I started Twitter back in 2008.
Wow, that's
Okay.
crazy.
And I was
Dude,
like,
you were on all this
All of
early,
it,
bro.
all of it, yeah.
Why? I don't understand. How'd you know that was going to be the thing?
I
Like,
didn't. The point is, I was trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I was a big nerd, and
Yeah.
I liked just working out and
Yeah.
playing video games.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, let me, because I wanted to be able to like legit. I swear to God, I remember sitting at home and be like, if I could just play video games, work out,
Yeah.
and like eat, I'd be happy. And but I have to make money.
You
I
have to
knew
make
that I
money.
was gonna have to grow up and make money.
did you want to be like hyper successful or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
So-
did want to be very successful.
Yeah, and I knew that I had to make money, and I was like, okay, how do I do that? How could I do these other things
Yeah.
and make money?
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm reading all these like basically like articles about how like I'd read business stuff all the time.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like I was looking for social media apps. I was
Yeah.
reading business stuff, and I saw a thing that was talking about Twitter. I made a Twitter in 2008 and was like, what the fuck? I don't even know what to do. Like I post something, one like.
Yeah.
In fucking 3 weeks. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't know what's the point. Like,
Yeah.
and then I looked in my industry specifically that I was interested in because I was still interested in working out. And I think it was like Dave Tate, the guy who owned Elite Fitness, which was like a equipment manufacturing company, and then
Yeah.
like some other guy who did like some fitness training thing. And I was
Yeah.
like, well, that guy's making money. And I'm like, well, I don't even know how to build this.
What were you
right?
doing? How are you making money right now at this point in your life?
At this age?
Yeah. I'm sorry if you're retelling it. I'm fascinated.
No,
by
you're
this, yeah.
it's
This is
fine.
good.
I never gone into detail about
No,
this.
I wanna know about it, yeah.
If this was have been like in 2008, how old was I? Like 16 or some shit?
Yeah, probably.
So I was a lifeguard. Yeah. So my
That's
jobs.
how you were making money?
My
Was it-
jobs go like this. I worked at Quiznos for like 2 weeks.
Okay.
I quit because the lady didn't want me to make sandwiches that were bigger.
Why?
Because you only make a certain size sandwich for your break.
Oh,
And I was like, fuck that. I want the big
yeah,
sandwich. And she
yeah.
would get mad at me.
You were gaining weight at this point. Like you were like
No,
trying to
no.
put
I was
gains on.
15, I just wanted the bigger sandwich.
Oh, okay,
I was
okay.
15, just like I had a worker's permit. I was 15. I was just mad.
Why
at-
are you trying to make giant sandwich? What are you talking about?
Because
Why-
so a lunch break, you get a certain size sandwich.
Oh,
And so but the sandwiches were so fire.
Got it.
So I wanted to be the big sandwich and put all
Dude,
the
you're
stuff
doing a
on
free
it.
brand deal for Quiznos right
No,
now.
Quiznos is dead. That company's dead.
Really?
I think so.
Oh no,
Yeah,
he's
it's dead.
Sam shaking his head. He's smart, so it must be true.
Yeah, it's dead.
Okay, gotcha.
But anyways, I was making sandwiches, and the lady was like, every time she'd be like, "You can't, Bradley, you can't make these." And I,
Yeah.
it was her company. She
Yeah.
had the right to be like, "Yo, this is what you're allotted."
For sure.
But I was like, "Fuck this."
Yeah.
And then I became a kids camp counselor and a swim instructor / lifeguard.
Mm-hmm.
And then that turned into personal trainer as soon as I was 17. But anyway, so the point is this: I was at this age, and I was like, "Damn, how could I like make money and play video games and like chill
You're
at
16.
home?" 16.
Crazy. Okay.
So I'm reading all this shit on like business stuff because
Yeah.
I was like, okay, business stuff is like,
dude,
I
you
feel
sound
like,
just like me. This is crazy.
yeah, I'm talking about shit that I was like, I didn't even understand, but I would check every day and read it and be like, learn a little bit more every day. But like, I'm telling you, when I first started looking at it, it was just like gibberish to me.
But like, why are you looking at business stuff at 16?
That's a good question.
Why?
I don't know. I think
There has to be something.
I'll tell you why. So I think looking back on my life from my childhood, I don't know if you know this, but my father took his life when I was really young. All right. So I was
Yeah.
6 years old. He took his life.
Yeah.
And from that, I think about six to 8 months after that, I was like, oh, this is real. My father's not coming back. Right.
Wow.
He hung himself. So I'm like, my father's dead. Cause my mom tells me, oh, hey, your dad's not coming back. And I'm like, what is that? I'm 6. So I'm
Whoa.
like, what does that mean? Right. And then about
Are you confused? Or
exactly
yeah.
for like I said, for about 7-8 months after, until I was like, I'm like just turning 7, or I think I was 7 and some change, and I was like, oh, this is like a forever thing. So as soon as I realized as a little kid that this was like never gonna fuck,
Bro, you're good. I get it.
this is never gonna be that.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Shit.
Dude, this man.
So
he's a tank.
So listen, I
got you.
Fuck. Sorry. So I
Don't apologize to me. That was beautiful. It's a beautiful story.
I was like, oh, this is real.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because everything, like, you got to think in perspective of like a human understanding.
Yeah.
Everything else prior is like, you're learning everything brand new.
Yeah.
You don't have like set, this is what life is. This is how life is going to be. And then you're hit with something that you're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, you normally like you get hurt, you scrape your knee, you're like, oh, it's good in a week.
Yeah.
You know, you spill something, you pick it up.
Yeah.
You're learning all these new concepts in life. And so at 6 years old, I had to learn death.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so about
That's
7.
a crazy concept to understand at that age.
Yeah,
I don't know if I even fully understand that.
And I didn't, but I understood not a few months, again, 8 months, 7 months later, I was like, oh, this means he's gone forever. That's what I understood.
Yeah.
So at that moment, I remember thinking, what is death? What does it mean? Where do you go?
Yeah.
How am I going to die? What's the point of life? Why am I alive? Like, and I remember so many, like, dude, I would walk to school I'm not going to cry. Fuck. Shit.
This is, bro, I'm just encouraging you. This is this is beautiful. People love this shit. This is like,
yeah, I got it. So I would walk to school and I would like, fucking motherfucker. I wouldn't do that. I'd walk to school. I got it. And I would like go to it'd be the cut where like kids would smoke weed and shit. And I remember I'd walk. I bought a bagel with bacon and cream cheese every morning with a garlic bagel, like from this place down the street from my house. And I would walk to the school. It was called Cabrillo Middle School. It was in Pacifica, California. Anyways, whoever people could shout out that town. But I'd walk in this little cut behind like this, like, little, I guess it'd be like trash cans, and it's like an empty plot. And there's a little area like in the trees where you can like go and kids would smoke. Mm-hmm. And I would go there and like cry every morning. And cause I was like, I was just trying to like understand. Fuck. Sorry.
don't apologize, bro. This is awesome.
So, okay. Cause you couldn't like, it was a daily thing. Cause I didn't understand it. And this was years after that I started to like try to understand it.
Yeah.
So my point is, this all wraps together to answer your question is, I very early on in my life was trying to figure out what the fuck is the point of all of this.
Yeah.
And through trying to figure out what the point of all of this was, I realized, okay, I need to figure out what is my life going to become. So I started thinking about that very, very young. Mm-hmm. Like, I wasn't like 16. I wasn't like 17 thinking about like, what am I going to do with my future? I was like fucking 10.
Yeah.
Like maybe fucking 8, being like, okay, well, how, like, what am I going to do with the rest of my life? How long am I going to live? What is life going to be like?
Yeah.
What's the point of this? And the truth is, even to this moment today, like, I have a much clearer idea of what that is, but there's still like, I still don't have this definitive, like, this is exactly the point of this, right? But very early on, I started thinking about basically, what am I going to do with my life? Where am I going to go with my life? What is the point of my life? What am I going to leave behind? And then obviously I'm like, okay, one of the biggest things I've like always wanted to have was the father that I didn't have, and be able to create that sort of connection. And I think it's to your point, we talk about how I was on YouTube early on and like talking to an audience.
Yeah.
It's like, I just wanted to, I didn't know it at the time, but I was just basically being like the person that I kind of wish I had, that was like guiding me or showing me or talking to me. And that was why I made that kind of content. And that's why I think I love this content so much too, because people can watch and be like, well, it actually really helped me.
Yeah.
So it's like a full circle moment for me. But to answer your question about like the business stuff, it was because I was trying to figure my life out so many years prior to that I think, now I'm 16 years old, a little older, knowing that I'm going to like get out of high school eventually and have to figure my life out, that I was so hyper focused on what was the point of my life that I was like, okay, I know I don't want, this is the thing I knew very clearly. I knew I did not, and it's funny because you talked about it at your point, I knew I did not want to live what I considered an average life out of my hometown, because I would see everyone else graduate, get a job, stay in the same cycle, have a kid. They're like kind of in the same world. They didn't go. And I was like, I always felt like I wanted more with my life. And I don't have an exact reason why, but I always felt that. And that's why I think I started looking at these things and trying to understand stuff that I had no business to try to understand, because I wasn't like adept at understanding business stuff or e-commerce or any of this shit. Yeah. But I started to see, like, to get back to this, like, how did I find Instagram? I remember they put this app, and they're like, oh, this app's gonna like be the next big thing. And like, as soon as it came out, I remember like downloading this shit. It dropped in October 2010. And I downloaded it and I get it and I look at it, I'm like, Same thing with Twitter. I'm like, what the fuck? And then no one used it. Like I remember I would tell people like, go follow me on Instagram. They'd be like, what the fuck is that? And people with Androids couldn't even download it. And like I said, people.
Oh, I remember that. That's crazy. Yeah.
People back in the day just had they just use it to take a picture of something and then put like a dumbass filter, like a border around the photo with like maybe a hue different thing.
I remember that. Yeah.
And people were like, this is stupid. But I remember being in the gym being like, follow me on Instagram. People were like, the fuck?
Wow.
But I was like, I don't know. I was like, I knew that if this was going to grow to where like, Twitter was, and at the time, like back then it would have been like MySpace was popular and like slowly dying because Facebook started coming up. Then like I needed to be on it early.
Got it.
And that's the only thought that I have. But I didn't have the thought of like, oh, I'm going to be an influencer. So it goes back to the other point. Like I was never the typical, like nowadays kids get on the internet and like they're doing fitness stuff and they've seen Bradley Martyn or they see these other like influencers in the space and be like, I want to be like them and I can make a living and I can make money and I'm a fitness guy. Yeah. That didn't exist for me. I was like, I love bodybuilding, like hardcore bodybuilding. I love powerlifting. I want to be strong. I want to be big. It wasn't like I want to be an influencer and make money and have brand deals and like have a clothing line. I didn't think about any of that. I just thought like, this is what I genuinely loved and I wanted to share it. And I wanted to talk about it. And that's how I got into this whole space. And now it's changed. It had this whole like, I remember, I don't know, 2016, 15, it was like family friendly. And that's when like all the family channels got popular because like after this whole like situation, I don't know, with like, it was like adpocalypse, whatever they called it with like YouTube and like ads were on videos that they shouldn't have been on. The YouTube was like, what the fuck's going on? And they like took ads and they focused on family friendly stuff. And then like that's like when Austin McBroom and shit got popular. He like blew up right then.
Super family friendly, ad friendly.
Yeah. And then it kind of like changed a little bit. And now like, I feel like the new thing is this like challenge, 100 hours doing this, 24 hours doing that. So where do you think it's going to go next? Because do you think it's going to be a blend of that and the thing that we're talking about?
Yeah, I mean,
but how do you blend the two? Because it's like they're so like
yeah. You can't
be like,
hard.
all right, guys, listen to this shit. So my dad, he died when I was, you know what I'm
saying?
Like,
No.
Like, what?
No. I mean, dude, I feel like what you're doing. I feel like you getting in on this early is the move. This is like 1,000 IQ play. Like I feel like when you talk about like the Instagram and stuff and then you're doing this, I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. Like that, because this is also what's cool about this is you can do this for 20 years.
And that's what I want to do.
Sick.
I love this.
This is sick.
This is the most enjoyable thing that I've ever done.
I'm trying to figure out what that is for me right now.
You don't have a
mean?
podcast?
I have no podcast.
You crush this shit. You would. You're a great speaker.
You're
obviously entertaining. You obviously give a fuck about more than just entertaining.
Yeah. I want to find a way to do it. It's it's interesting because it's like I feel like Impulsive and Nelk, they do like, again, like I don't want to play other people's games because you're just never gonna win somebody else's game, in my opinion,
right? When
they're like years and light years ahead of you. Like Logan and Nelk, for example, they have like guest-based podcasts, right?
Massive,
so they're competing and who can get the biggest guest on the podcast. You know what I mean?
But I feel like at some point, you're right. You're 100% right. I feel like at some point, I'm interjecting. I apologize.
Yeah,
to
you're
the
good.
audience. They're gonna be like, interrupted. Shut the fuck up. But I feel like at some point, imagine you have every big guest ever, right?
Yeah, okay.
This is my perspective of what's going on.
Yeah.
Then what?
That's a good. This is what I'm saying.
Because then, because the Joe Rogan is sustainable because Joe Rogan talks to fucking anyone.
Correct.
And they're there to hear him talk, not just because it's a guest.
He's built it off of guests and consistency. He's so consistent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's
over such a long period of time, and he was in it the earliest, so it almost doesn't even matter for him anymore. And the guests are like, it's like when they get some crazy guest on the podcast, it's like extra cream on top. You know what I mean? It's like it's almost like an extra thing, but. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what the format is that I can sort of innovate on and like create a new thing that hasn't been done before. You know what I mean?
In this
space? In some kind of conversational, some kind of a second channel. Like we have some ideas. I'll run them by you off podcast. But,
yeah, I'm really interested.
Yeah, no, it's for sure. But anyway, back to your question. I think I always say like I think the pendulum, like there's like a pendulum, right? And then like the pendulum was like over here, and this was like heavy personality based, like Casey Neistat, Emma Chamberlain, all of them, like they all came up. It's literally just a guy having a conversation with the camera, the whole video. Yeah. Then it swung over here, which is like heavy optimization, extreme cuts, like whatever. And I think that like great content, it's somewhere in the middle. And I think we're like nearing that like era right now where if you can do a good job at moving the story forward and keeping people's attention and doing a good job at like just being yourself and looking like a normal human being and not some alien from another planet that screams at a camera.
Yeah.
That's like the sweet spot. And that's what I'm after right now. You know what I mean? I think that's the move.
And also, you think that's where it's going?
100%.
And dude, I agree fully.
Yeah.
You're fucking smart.
I appreciate it.
You're smart as fuck.
I love this stuff. This is
But so you base it off of just what you see being successful on the internet?
yeah. I mean, like I told you, I studied all your stuff. I
Not
studied
just
so many-
YouTube.
Yeah. No, just the internet in general. It's just like so much about internet culture. You know, like what are people interested in? I don't know. Just keeping a pulse on. You know what I mean? Just keep a pulse on the internet.
So then in that sense, what do you think about this Andrew Tate stuff? Because he came,
Yeah.
Because he came and it was like, you know, everyone has been, in my opinion, overly sensitive as fuck for a very long time, and about certain subjects you can't talk about, you can't say. And he kind of came in and was like, fuck this, and he kind of landed obviously towards the very male, the male demographic of like empowering males, which I do think that kind of like segment of content was like really shut down. Like, we got to talk about everything else, not that.
Yeah.
And he kind of came out and was like, no, fuck that. Obviously he says some outlandish shit.
Yeah.
But I think he does it on purpose.
Yeah.
I think he's a very smart guy. What do you think about that whole situation?
Dude, I mean, I've talked to some people close to that whole world, and like from what I've heard, he like does his big rants, and then like there was a room that he was in, he doing his whole bit on camera or whatever thing, and then like finished, and then he went and like apologized to like the women in the room and was like, hey, like, you know,
Really?
I kind of believe it, but that was a little bit too far. I'm sorry about that. Like, I think he's I can tell he's really smart. I think he's a genius. I think he's really smart.
Yeah.
Because I think that he understands how to say extremely polarizing. He did a really good job because he made his money prior to YouTube or anything, so he doesn't have to make his money from content. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you and me are actually less you than me, but more me. Like I have to make phenomenal videos, and I can't say insane stuff because that is my form of my come up. You know what I mean? Like he had his come up outside of content, and now he almost feels like he doesn't have to rely on being appropriate on platform in order to be successful. You know what I mean? So
You kind of go after the controversial shit a little more head first in that case.
Yeah, exactly. Because you don't have to abide by anybody's rules technically, especially with his I don't know how much you know about his whole strategy on TikTok and stuff. Like he doesn't have a TikTok account. He just gets all of his like people in his Discord or whatever to post for him.
Well, yeah, I guess what it looks like is like he has that platform where it's a learning platform, but it's part of it is sales based to get other people to sell subscriptions to that platform by using his content so it's like a big circle. It's
he's definitely, I mean, bro, he's definitely a genius. He like understands.
Oh, for sure.
He understands what to say. He understands how to structure something to get the most amount of eyeballs on something. He also did reality TV prior, right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was like he was like on Big Brother. He was like a reality show star. So he understands like how to perform. You know what I mean? He's like a showman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you can feel that like showman energy off of him.
Yeah.
When I watch him, I think he's.
I think the real question is like, what color is your Bugatti though? You know, it's like,
facts.
Like if you say anything otherwise, it's like, what color is your Bugatti?
I just don't even have one. You know, So
would you ever buy one if you could?
Dude, I don't think so, man.
I wouldn't.
I just don't know what the.
You gotta be a car. You're not a car guy.
No, I'm not a car guy. Are you?
No.
I saw you have a Raptor.
I've had the same
front.
truck for 5-6 years.
The truck stuff is cool to me. Like I love like 4x4 stuff. Like old, like I used to have a Land Cruiser, like Land Rovers, like big like SUVs and trucks like that. Those are cool.
I want a
like
Defender or I want like a really nice old Bronco.
Yes, fact. Those are.
That's what I want.
I'm the same
What kind of
page.
car you drive?
I drive a 2004 4Runner.
Nice.
I gotta keep myself.
That's
keep it
literally
grounded.
what I think you would drive.
Really?
Something like that. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Or like a fucking Nissan Maxima.
I get flamed all the time by creators for not driving a Tesla.
gives
or
a
something.
fuck?
I think it's awesome. I think it's important to feel grounded and not have like some crazy lavish.
Yeah.
I don't know if you feel like that. Like, do you feel like you have things in your life that keep you grounded? Because there's a huge opportunity. I feel like to
my like crippling anxiety. Yeah. It keeps me grounded.
You think so? Is
Yes.
it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because like you want to
tell me
buy
about
something,
that.
you're like, oh shit. But if I buy this, what else is gonna like? I might if I need that money for something else.
Dude,
you know?
I would not expect you to say that.
Yeah.
So you're like
grounded.
you get nervous about like spending money on stuff.
Not so much. I mean, that's just a joke, but like I do for sure deal with anxiety. Just it's almost maybe I don't know if it's a performance anxiety or just a general worry.
Yeah.
Because like I'm so grateful for everything I have.
Totally.
Like part of me is like, what if I lose it?
Yeah.
You know, there's I think it's innately with most people, though.
I get it, bro. It's so funny though, because like people, I kind of feel like that sometimes, and then I look at you and I'm like, bro, you got so much cool stuff going on. Like, there's just no chance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's always interesting.
That's part of it.
No, I think it's important for people to know. Like, I think it's easy for people like you or me to look invincible, and like we're just like, there's no worries in the world. Like, we're chilling, but like. It's just not the case.
No, dude.
Yeah,
I deal with a lot of shit.
Especially, I think it would be different if like you or I were just like content with just making like horrible videos and just living off of ad revenue. But like you're trying to launch stuff. I'm like trying to build stuff. You know what I mean? Which means we're constantly taking risks and constantly reinvesting into our dreams. You know what I mean? Which like constantly risk taking and pushing yourself like that like puts you in a position where nothing is ever guaranteed. You know?
Yeah.
But that's part of the fun. I don't know. In my opinion.
No,
anyway.
I mean, I'd rather do this than like than not, right? It's
Facts.
like, what else am I going to do with my life? Like, if I said fuck it all, and like, I just never, like I said earlier, I never wanted to live what I perceived as like an average or a normal life.
Yeah.
And I always felt that way. I always had this feeling. I don't even know where the fuck it came from.
Yeah.
To be honest. And a lot of times, like, I do stuff and I'm also like, wow, how the fuck did I pull that off?
Yeah.
Like, do you ever feel like, even the point you've gotten, like, obviously I know you're calculated, I know you're smart, but do you ever feel like some of it is God-given, like almost like you just right place, right time, like perfect? Because like no matter how you look at this, no matter how you answer this, the truth is, it is right place, right time. Like that is so important. Like the timing of your life, the day you were born to the fact you were able to even be sitting here out in this conversation, like you could have been born 50 years ago. You weren't going to be a YouTuber.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you can born in 50 years, like the whole world's probably different. It's like,
dude, I mean, like, I don't think I've ever talked about this, but like, there was like a moment in my life where it was like, so prior to YouTube, I had a wedding photo video business. That's what I was doing prior, and I like.
Wait,
you didn't know this?
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. So you were a photographer?
I've been to like 300 weddings.
You were a wedding photographer.
Videographer.
Yeah.
I was a wedding videographer.
That's decent money though.
It was okay. It was okay.
But
Yeah.
not pictures.
Because I was trying to grow it again. So I was like paying employees. I was like a very, very thin margin, bottom line. But I've been to a sickening amount of weddings. But that's what I was doing prior to.
Wait, before we get into this, before we get the rest of this, are you ever gonna get married then?
Oh yeah, I will.
Okay,
I will one
you
day.
Want that
I'm actually.
life.
You know what's funny is my girlfriend's actually was on Say Yes to There. She's like a huge bridal influencer, so she tries on wedding dresses for a living. That's how we met, because I was a wedding videographer. She styled brides, and that's how we met prior to YouTube.
That's actually really dope.
Yeah, it's interesting. But anyway,
go ahead.
Yeah, I did wedding video, and then basically, I was running the production company. And wait, what were we just talking about? I totally forgot. I don't even know what we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
We were running the company. Where was this headed?
I think you were talking about like how you got to where you are.
Yeah.
You started a wedding company and then something happened.
What happened? I don't even know what we're talking about.
Yo, I love this. This is so funny.
You threw me off with this whole conversation.
It's okay. So don't worry about it.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to understand is like your process of like, okay, you like, when did you fully be like, okay, I'm gonna do YouTube?
Oh yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. Anyway, I was running the production company, and then I had a moment like I was basically really nervous about taking the step into YouTube, and I had a moment in church where I had been like praying about whether or not I should be like I don't know, just like, should I take this step? Should I take this step? And there was like this crazy moment of like, it gives me like chills. Like
right place, right time.
It was like this insane level of peace over the idea that I could like go try to do YouTube for the next 2 years. I remember thinking like, I'm going to go do YouTube for the next 2 years. And if I end up having 500 subscribers in 2 years from now, I have complete peace with that. Like nothing's wrong with I can go do that and everything will be okay.
What does that feel like? Describe that.
Bro, you said it's like, I don't know, man.
I want to make so many jokes right now, but you're too PG.
No, you can make jokes. I'm
like right after a happy ending, you got jerked off, and you're like,
yeah. It was kind of like that. It was kind of like that actually.
Okay,
it was just like it was like a level of like it was like if you're being like held by somebody, you know what I mean? And if it just
somebody
felt like
love,
somebody that you love. No,
okay.
like your like big dad arms or something, just like wrapped around. Like, hey, everything's gonna be okay. Yeah, that's what it felt like.
You were
And
swaddled.
I was being swaddled. That's a good swaddled.
Swaddled, like how a baby, like you wrap a baby in a blanket.
What's your
and
name?
keep it- Natalie.
Natalie has the womanly vocabulary that I don't have.
She crushed it. Swaddled.
Yeah, swaddled. Like I was being swaddled.
Such
anyway,
a weird word.
Yeah, dude. I can't really express it with words, but I just felt like that. And then, yeah, I mean, here we are 2 years later, and I don't have 500 subscribers. But I always tell these guys, like, so much of my like motivation to do this too just comes from like, I always say like, it's so crazy because like you said, we won the lottery. Like I live in America, crazy.
Yeah.
I'm a tall white male, crazy. Like it's like if I don't do a good job at stewarding the blessings that I've been given, I fucked it. Like, are you kidding me? Like, there are so many people like that, bro, born like with like poor health, are in a position where they don't have the opportunity to do this, are literally just born in the wrong place. You know what I mean? Yeah. To ever have the opportunity to, and I have the audacity to be born in a perfect circumstance to do this and not find out what the absolute limit of it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's my job to steward my blessings well. You know what I mean? Yeah. Which is comes back to your question. Yeah. That I can finally answer.
Yeah, it was right place. Like it's just a crazy concept, man. To think like our lives and your life is like it just couldn't have happened more perfectly. Yeah. And so in that sense, do you ever wonder what it would be like? I guess kind of what you're saying. Do you think you could succeed like as a different person if you ever had to be someone else? Could you ever be someone else? It's
such a good question, dude. I that question, like, I think that 2 years ago me would have said like yes off the rip, but I've come to be so empathetic because I've met so many like fans and stuff who like there's so many things that like I just don't think about. Like there's people with broken English. They're not from the States. Like they want to make American facing videos, but like their literal like, you know, accent detracts from the video, and they feel like that's like they're insecure about that. You know what I mean? Their current circumstances of life aren't entertaining enough. Like I want to say that America is a place where anybody can win, but it's absolutely true that it's way harder for some people than others. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's how I feel about it.
Do you think some people though make it hard for themselves?
100%. Yeah. People love to self-sabotage, bro. People love to self-sabotage. I used to do that to myself. I used to be so scared of like, that's what I'm saying. Like I used to be so scared of my own success on YouTube that I literally wouldn't do it when I wanted to. Like I've been wanting to do this for forever, and I would just literally self-sabotage myself and put myself in a position where I couldn't be successful because I was so scared of what would happen if I was, you know? Do you ever feel like that?
Yeah, not so much into YouTube. I think just in general, like, yeah, I have that feeling for sure when it comes to like posting shit. Sometimes I'm just like, I don't want to like, you know, what if it doesn't get the engagement that something else would? Like you deal with those thoughts for sure. Yeah. But I mean, I've definitely gotten good at just being like, fuck it. Yeah. Like why? Like who?
I respect that. I respect
like,
that.
I have to, man.
Dude, I feel like I want to talk to you off podcast too. But like I would, dude, honestly, like I'm somebody who's. I wanted to ask you this genuinely, and we can talk more, but I wanted to ask, like, I'm new to this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have this shit figured out. And like, I studied you early on, like as somebody who's coming into the scene and wants to start like meaningful businesses and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And like you've been so consistent for so long, which I think that in working out pays off as well. Like you can't just hit it for 3 months or a year or 2 years even and expect long-term results. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's consistency over time, which you've done a really good job at. Like, I don't know. Do you have any like advice for me as somebody who's like trying to come up in the space?
Well, it's exactly what you said, man. Like this idea of consistency over time. I learned that directly through the gym. Like I learned like all my problems. I didn't cure them. I didn't fix them. Right. At one point in my life, it was more about avoiding them with the gym. Yeah. The gym has taught me everything, bro. Like think about this concept. You go to the gym for 1 month and you do something. How much results do you actually see? How much results do you think you'll actually see? Minimal, if none. If like nothing visual, maybe you feel like a little stronger or a little lighter, right? Whether your goal is weight loss or weight gain, trying to gain muscle. And a lot of people go like this. They do it and they go, I didn't get what I want, and they quit. Everything in life is that same exact concept. It's effort. It's hard work over time. Like think about even just physically your muscle. How are we building muscle? How are we getting stronger? You're tearing it. You're breaking it down. It's building itself back up, stronger, bigger, right? Like it's a physical representation of everything in our life. How do we grow at anything in our life is the same exact concept. Like if I want to be better at communicating, I need to try to be a better communicator. I need to communicate more. I need to be willing to put myself in a position where I'm more vulnerable so that I can have more constructive fucking conversations with someone, right? How do I get a stronger squat? I have to put myself in a more vulnerable position, like trying a weight that's super heavy to try. Like, sometimes I fail. You know how many times I've squatted or deadlifted or benched and I'm going like this and I fail. Yeah. And then I try again. I'm going like this and I fail. Yeah. But like you're trying to push through that fail point to grow, to get better, to get stronger. Everything in our life is the same exact concept. Wow. Physically, this is just, you just see it and you feel it. Yeah. It's a physical representation of everything. How do you get better at anything? So to be a better creator, it's the same concept. You have to challenge yourself where you know you're not great, right? So like if someone's like, man, I'm really good at like editing the videos, but like my presence on the camera is not great. Okay, how do I get better? Look around. You got to study what do you think is great? How can you implement it in your own way that like it makes it good for you? But everything is the same concept. What I'm saying is like there's nothing in our life that doesn't like exist in that same realm of how to get better. Like some guy comes up to me at the gym. Excuse me. Were you there? No, it was Steiny and Steve. And I'm at Chipotle. And this kid comes up to me. He goes, this is a true story. And I kind of felt bad at first, but then I was like, nah, fuck that. I'm on my Andrew Tate shit.
Hit me.
And he comes up to me and he goes, bro, I got to ask you a really important question.
Yeah.
And now this is a question I've been asked 10,000 times.
Okay.
The most common question.
Okay.
Bro, how do I get bigger?
Of course.
Like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to eat? And I said, bro, that's a dumbass question. You want me to know why? Want me to tell you why? And I want people to listen. It's not a dumb question. I get it. It's his question.
Yeah.
And I said, because I could tell, I was like, this guy's a little bit older. I was like, you know the answer to that question. And when I explained it to him, he's like, yeah, fuck, you're right. Like, how do you think you get bigger? How do you think you get stronger? How do you think you lose weight? You eat better and you train harder every day, right? It is that simple, but people complicate the fuck out of it. And I said that to him, and he was like, fuck, he looked at me kind of sideways, and I explained it a little bit more. And he's like, damn, you're fucking right. Yeah. Because what the people need is not, they don't need another person saying, eat chicken and rice and vegetables and train hard every day. It's like, you fucking know that.
Dude, yeah.
The thing that you need is someone to say, stop being a fucking pussy and do it. So I told the guy.
Let's go, baby.
Straight up.
Yeah.
I told the guy, I was like, that's what you need.
Nice.
That's why I answered it that way. Not to be mean to you, but like, you probably asked that question to, you went to your gym, you probably asked the other jack dudes that said the same shit, and you're like, oh, cool, bro. But it's like, you just need someone to be like, this is how you fucking do it. It's not like how the actual, like, the application, it's like what it requires of you to do it. Yeah. So that
Dude,
goes,
it's so funny that you say like you say that like that same mindset applies everywhere. Like I feel it's the same thing with YouTube. It's so funny, like you saying, because it's like people will be like, how do you make the perfect video? And it's like, I don't know, just make like 100 videos and they'll get better. Like just make videos.
Bro, you can literally look at the best videos on the platform and go, oh shit, they did this, they did this, they did this. How can I make it my own?
Yeah,
and like
absolutely.
How it's done is literally visible.
Yeah, and people try to like over optimize early on. They're like, the thumbnail has to be this. And it's like, bro, I didn't know how to make thumbnails at all. We were pulling millions of views. They're just good videos. Just think about like what people want. You know what I mean? But anyway, it's the same mindset of just like over optimizing too early on. Just hit the gym. Just make a video. You know what I mean? It's
and work hard.
Yeah.
Get started and work hard.
But bro,
that
it's like this is because I have Creator Now, which is like a boot camp for creators to come up and everything, and we talk about it all the time in there.
Is this like a Discord thing? What is it?
It's a 6-week boot camp where we take people who want to be creators and basically have a 6-week challenge of like you have to upload every week for 6 weeks.
Is this like a paid thing?
Yeah. So
That's sick.
It's a one-time fee. We're about to launch.
But you haven't launched it yet.
Yeah. No, it's launched, but we're doing the next 6 weeks.
I need to sign up for this shit. To be honest,
you need to sign up for it. Yeah,
no, seriously.
This one's for production team. So like, it's like, how do you create a production schedule that like helps you consistently make videos? But anyway, we talk about it in there. The hardest part, like, I'm just like imagining me being the guy who's listening to this podcast and being like, just do it. And it's like, okay, I get it. But like the hardest part of that whole process, you probably know this too, is like the Newton's law of like getting something to move in the first place is the hardest part. Like you can't underestimate how difficult like getting the rock to move in the first place is. You know what I mean? So definitely empathy for that. But at the end of the day, it is like.
But what makes a rock move? Like I have empathy for it, but at some point it's like you can't ask the same question 20 times, get the same answer 20 times, and then be like, well, I just know a bunch of shit.
You just start small, right? Like you got to start small, like easy, small baby steps, and then eventually you build momentum, and all of a sudden the rock's moving. You know what I mean?
But, so if that's so, we're talking about this guy's question, right? Then it's like, okay, if you know what's he wants to lose weight, let's say, it's like, okay, stop eating the shit you know you shouldn't eat. Just start there. Be like, okay, don't stop eating all of it. The small step, right? Just stop drinking the fucking soda. Like the soda is destroying you, right? And then once you can get over that hump, then like. Stop eating the fucking brownies or the cupcakes or the bullshit. Like slowly take things out. Yeah. And then you start to gather momentum and it just starts to fucking snowball. Like that's how everything works. Everything in our life, how we get better, is the same fucking concept.
I'm going to apply these principles to me working out.
You're going to have to because we're doing that thing.
Exactly.
Now. No, it's a literal war between us and MrBeast.
You and no, it's factually happening.
Because if not, you have to tattoo his name. Like his
You and me
name.
should get a contract where
I will not tattoo
Yeah,
another
no,
man's name
your
on me.
name
No.
has to go on you if I don't win the contest.
Wait, your name has to go on me?
Yeah.
I only have one tattoo.
Oh no, that's about well, you should stay. It'll stay that way as long as
Oh,
we train.
I'll sign that contract because I will not fucking lose. That's a fact.
Really?
Absolutely.
All right. I want to.
I'll sign that.
You
Straight
will
up.
sign the contract.
I'll sign it because I will not lose. In fact, I'm telling you right now.
Wait.
Like-
how do you
like
lose?
Jimmy's fucked.
You lose if I lose.
Yeah, I'm not losing.
Okay,
it's
great.
impossible for me. to lose.
Okay. I like this. Okay, so we should sign a contract.
We'll do it.
That requires you to train me,
Yeah.
and then me and Jimmy have a contract, and then you and Casper you should sign a contract, and now we're all motivated to do the same
Yeah.
thing, which is all just get huge together.
It's fucking dope.
Okay,
I
I
do it
like
every
it.
day.
Done.
Anyways.
Done. I'll have my manager
I'm
sign the
dead
contract.
serious. I'm
Okay,
dead
great.
serious.
I love it. How hard would it be? I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
You and I are the exact same height.
Yeah.
Do you think our frames are similar?
Yeah. You're very long.
Yes. Yeah. So what would it? So you probably have an extra 80 or 90
much you
pounds
weigh?
of muscle on you. I probably weigh 185 right now.
Yeah, I weigh 260.
What is it? How much more do you weigh than me? Then?
80, 90.
This is a math boy right
60, 70, 80. 70.
here. You have 75 pounds
Yeah.
of muscle.
Yeah.
On top of my current body weight. So you look like what I would look like if I had 75 pounds more muscle.
Yeah.
All right. What's the shortest amount of time that I
This
can put
is-
75 pounds of muscle on?
That's not answer.
What do you mean?
That's not. I mean, there's not
There's
even
not
like
an
a,
answerable-
there's not even like a realistic time on that.
I'll just never be that big. Is that what you're telling me right now, Bradley Martyn? Are you
not-
telling me that I can't get
No,
big?
you. I believe that you can.
Yeah.
But there's certain things it's like maybe you don't want to do all the things.
What are all the
to
things?
get to the point?
What are all the
I'm
things?
just saying there's like other things involved in this. So like
You see, what are you smiling about? What does that mean?
there's just other things involved.
like,
It's
what?
Just certain supplements. It's like I don't know if
Certain
you want to be involved in
supplements?
all of that stuff.
Sorry, what does that mean?
Just it's fucking Captain America supplements.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just don't know if you
I'll
want to
Google,
be-
I'll Google Captain America supplements
Super
later.
serum. Google that.
Super serum.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a real supplement.
Dude, you are
Marvel?
giving me a funny smile right now.
Yeah.
You're a funny guy.
I'm just saying, like, you could do that.
Yeah.
You could.
Yeah. Okay.
I honestly don't think you really want to.
Because of what it takes to do that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Why would I not want to do that? I want to look awesome.
But then do
But
it.
but you're saying the cost of looking this awesome is so high.
I'm not there. It's also a long time. Like,
Do you
I
think
started,
it's possible for me to look as awesome as you and also be wildly successful at YouTube at the same time?
100%. Yeah.
Then why can't I do it?
You could do it. It would take a lot of years, though.
These are things that you're saying. You're saying we need to talk about off podcast or
yes,
something.
but it would also take years.
Yeah, I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it. But that's what I'm asking.
Do you really want to be like this, Jack?
I think it'd be. Yeah, of course.
Holy fuck!
Why would I
That
not
would be so sick.
Why would I not want to be as jacked as you and be good at YouTube at the same
Dude,
time?
you'd be the like.
That's
you'd
what
be-
I'm saying.
Yeah,
I
you'd
have
be
to
the
do
president.
that. If
You'd
I
be
want
the
500
president.
million subscribers, I have to look like you and I have to be the
Bro.
greatest YouTube to ever exist. That's
and
what
if,
it takes.
And if you cared about people's hearts and you try to motivate
That's what
them,
I'm saying,
you would
man.
be the president of the world.
United States, yeah,
or the world,
or the world, yeah,
straight
the-
up.
yeah,
Elon
world
Musk
leader.
would fucking.
We had actually a video idea. This would maybe be possible. It was what? Can you come say the title of the video idea?
yeah, jump in here. I think this
This is
works.
Sam
Jump-
Decker. Shout out Sam Decker. Sam
come
probably
here.
have some friends from home.
That
watching.
works right there.
Yeah, there you go. Come sit next to me real quick. What was the title of that video?
But talking to that,
It's something along the lines of seizing all world power.
Yeah.
Taking all of the resources, reallocating it.
yeah,
Based
on
off
topography. Yeah, exactly.
Greatest
Wait,
video idea ever
what?
to exist.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No, this is but in order
wait, hold
to
on. Seizing all the world's power.
So
And resources.
You take
talk
all
to
of
the
the
microphone, get
yeah.
close.
You take all of the world's power. We take it and then we reallocate it based off topography.
Based off where people live.
Based off like the
Like the shape of
geography.
shit.
Yeah.
like
Wow,
who
what's
has
the
the tall?
point?
So like Mount Everest, like Nepal would have like the most resources and power. Then
oh yeah.
Whoa!
100%.
Wait, what?
This
It sounds
is
like
pretty
some, like
abstract.
Command and
Greatest
Conquer
video
shit.
idea
I don't
ever
think
to exist.
I don't think that I understood. I thought it was based off of.
But what would be the point? of that?
Okay. What the point I was trying to make here was, in order to do that, I have to look like Bradley Martyn, but have 5 times as many subscribers as MrBeast. And if I were to do that,
Oh, you take over.
then
the
we would
world.
take over the world.
You could take over.
So
the world.
that's the key right there, Sam. If Sam's my cousin, that's why he looks.
Thank
like
you. Thank
me,
you.
but-
He's Jack. That guy works out. I could tell.
Yeah, he's huge. What's your bench max?
I just did PR like a week ago. I did 3, so 315 for 3.
Ooh.
He's a big boy.
Crazy story, but
Oh yeah,
Are you,
talked
are you
about it.
natty?
100%.
Let's go, baby.
Little creatine, but
Nice. Nice. Little creatine? That's natty, dude. Creatine and steak.
I was gonna. What was I just gonna say about you? Oh, Oh yeah. So he actually, I wanted to get your thoughts on this. So he was
Yeah, go ahead.
So he was. So I was at a family reunion 2 weeks ago, and this kid was there, and he was about to get a full ride scholarship to go be an engineer at like a top school in North Carolina, and then I got him to quit that in order to come out and then be a part of the YouTube channel. So now he's working with us as of like a few weeks ago.
It was.
And
you
he
want
quit
my
everything.
opinion on this?
Yeah. Tell him if it was a good idea
That
or a
was
bad
the
idea.
best idea ever. Yeah. You're obviously smart as fuck because you
Yeah.
can be a fucking engineer.
Yeah,
Which
he's
those
super
guys
smart.
are geniuses. You work out. So now it's like you probably get a workout now because we're going to do the thing.
Exactly.
You get a workout all the time for sure.
Yeah.
So you're going to get jacked. You know, you probably get some social clout, which you might get some bitches.
Yep.
Which is dope.
Yep.
Like, honestly, dope as fuck.
Yep.
It's the easy.
You've got options. You've got options now.
Yeah. So
and
it's like
the other part of bringing him out here too, though, was holding me accountable to getting absolutely shredded. So that's kind of the cheat code for me.
How do you incentivize him? What is he? Does he pay his salary thing?
He's on salary right now.
He's
Yeah,
paid.
he's basically his job right now is just to follow me around everywhere and learn everything, so that he can be like just god tier. You know.
That's what you're doing. Yeah. What does he actively do for you? Like, is he an ideas guy?
He's coming up with video ideas right now.
That's
so he's
solid.
like, but it's so funny. Like,
The job title is creative director. That's the job.
Creative
yeah.
director. Okay.
He's creative assistant right now. He can't direct anything.
You're the director.
Oh no, there's a different guy that's creative director.
So okay, let's talk about this. So
Okay.
So before you had those pieces,
Yeah.
it was 100% you.
Yeah,
I'm
it was
assuming,
100%
right?
me, yeah.
So how do you start to outsource like that portion of it?
Oh,
It'd
man.
still be like, yo, this is a banger.
Yeah. It's hard, dude. I mean, you gotta find people. The hardest part is, you probably know this. You just gotta find young, fired up individuals who want to destroy the world together. Like those types of people. You gotta like. I think that I naturally attract
Very
those
hard to
people
find.
because of the brand, which is a cheat code for me. Because people know that's the vibe. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I find people like that naturally. I also have Creator Now, which is huge because I think that's like a funnel for those types of people that get attracted, and I'll bring those people in.
Yeah.
But you just got to find a bunch of fired up individuals. Teach them everything from brand new because mainstream people don't get it. You can't find people from TV. It's gone horribly wrong for us.
I'm glad you said this.
Yeah.
Because that's a very real statement. Like this, it's also really interesting. I don't want to start shitting on the school system and
Yeah.
shit, but like they have like a social media degree and shit now, and I'm
Yeah.
like, who's teaching that class? Me?
Yeah, exactly.
You? Like,
no,
who's
it's some guy who took theory on social media and never did anything.
Yeah, so that's an interesting thing because like there's definitely you cannot be like
Yeah.
you can't find people and be like, hey, do this thing because this thing is like constantly changing, completely fucking new.
Yeah.
There's not like a person you could be like, hey, this is your guy who knows how to do this thing. And I find this shit so interesting. So I like your idea, which is interesting because I'm launching. So I'm moving my gym to a bigger location, like I talked.
Yeah.
And my original gym, where it is now, is going to be a trainer-only gym. That's
Yeah.
going to turn into like a facility where basically trainers rent space,
Yeah.
and also we're going to have like a staff on standby that basically like helps people with photography, videography, content creation for those creators.
Oh, that's sick.
Because like they want to like also grow their online presence.
So
with
it's a
their-
gym and a studio at the same time?
Yeah.
This is separate from your gym, or this is
separate
part
from
of your
my
gym? Separate from the gym.
Two separate businesses.
Wow, cool,
So this
yeah.
is another business I'm gonna start to try to scale, which is like gonna be like we're gonna pop them up in different cities and different
That's smart,
areas.
bro.
And it's called Zoo Culture Studio, and it's for training is like the base of it. But
Yeah.
when I did a video a few days ago and I announced the fact that I was gonna do it, I got a ton of people who are like, I just want to come for the information about growing my brand.
Yeah.
More than like I'm not even a trainer, but can I pay to do that?
Interesting.
Like the thing that you're kind of talking
exactly.
about,
No, for
essentially.
sure.
More
Yeah.
like obviously
They
this
want to learn
is-
from the greatest, Mr. Bradley Martyn himself.
I appreciate that. This
Yeah.
is more funneled into the fitness industry, which
Yeah.
is really cool.
For sure. We
and
should have you
that's-
come in and talk in Creator Now, too.
I'd love to.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'd love to. I could definitely speak on this industry
Yeah.
in a whole, I guess. But
Yeah.
I think it's something that's really needed because, like I said, everyone nowadays is like they grow up and they're like, I want to be on the internet. Like, dude, traditional jobs are like not dying, but like I think it's like 80 or 90% of people come out of like high school and they want to be on the internet. Like they did some sort of study. or something.
Yeah. It's like 75 or 80% of people.
So it's like where are those kids gonna go to fucking school and learn from a
Exactly.
person who really doesn't know shit?
Exactly.
Or go into a thing like your thing, Creator
Exactly.
Now, right?
Exactly.
Or like the thing that I'm talking about, trying to build the Zoo Culture Studio.
Yep.
So it's like this. It's honestly, this shit's needed.
Yeah.
Because
No, yeah.
like, dude, I've been doing this for fucking 12 fucking years, 10 years.
Crazy.
Yeah, but I'm so impressed by you. Like how that's the thing that's crazy because like you were like sneaking into shit and like you like got into like these like crazy situations and then you just like fucking skyrocketed past everyone.
Yeah.
Like what do you attribute that whole thing to? Like what was the biggest changing point? Like how like when did it go like holy fuck this is all that effort like snowballed into like a massive fucking.
Oh man, dude, I mean, dude, it all changed whenever I snuck into that. I snuck into a Jake Paul fight and interviewed Logan as a fake reporter. Did you ever see that clip?
Yeah. Yep.
And that clip went viral everywhere. And I remember my real time views going from like 100 views an hour to like 2,000 views an hour, like that. And like after that, it was just every day the views would get bigger and bigger. And I just knew my job from there was just never stop making videos. Every week I had to make a video. And so the momentum just kept building after that. But dude, I mean, I think it's just been constantly. You know this, bro. You got to reinvent the brand. You always have to you have to constantly try new things and willingness to invent. You know, I think if I was still making the same videos I was making back then, it wouldn't happen. Like you constantly have to be anticipating what the audience would want. And a lot of times I'm like, sometimes I'll upload videos and they just absolutely bomb, but I don't care because it's like the only way to be on top of the platform is like agnostic experimentation. I just have to experiment and just be unemotional about it and try things and see what happens. You know what I mean?
So I love that you said that. How do you then decipher, like differentiate the things that work versus don't work just based on view? Or is there like are you reading comments or how are you deciding? Because this is interesting. Obviously you do the Creator Now thing. Yeah. Is this the kind of stuff that you teach?
Yeah. All this
so
stuff.
I'm trying to understand, is it based on just like likes or is it based on views or is it based on comments? Like how are you saying, oh, okay, this is what they're liking. This is what they're looking for.
Yeah, I think views are huge. I mean, views are a huge teller of if a video is good or not. It just is. It's like money it tells you whether or not the business is doing well or not. You know what I mean? Like views are a good tell of that, but I definitely look deeper than that. Like we do like a redo of like The Bachelor. We have our own series going on where we like put somebody on 100 dates, and those videos get so like 10x the engagement of any other video. So like it's less of those might get less views, but the quality and like my community enjoys those so much that I'm like I don't even care. Like yeah, they'll get views, but like I'm bringing like this is what the people want. You know what I mean? So I want to give them more of that, and it's like those videos might have a lower view average. They still pull decent views, and the people absolutely love them. So. I think that's huge, yeah.
Okay. So what's the most important part, do you think, to having like a really successful YouTube video? And I want to ask you this specifically. Yeah. The title or the thumbnail, what's more important?
Oh, that's a good question. It's got to be the thumbnail. It's so visual. We're visual.
Really?
We're visual creatures. Yeah, of course. Because like, you know, I mean, like we're especially guys, bro. Like you're a visual animal. Like you like, it's like all like, you know what I mean? It's all about the image. But the title and thumbnail complement each other. You know what I mean?
They have to?
They have to work together to communicate an idea. You shouldn't, I could go on about this forever. You shouldn't restate information. There shouldn't be over 3 to 5 things like to focus on in a thumbnail. Color block when you can. I could go, dude.
Take notes, Jacob.
We'll talk about it. But yeah. Thumbnail's huge, bro. And then like, but you should never restate information in one or the other. Like they should complement each other to like, hyperbolically represent the idea that you're trying to get them to click on, if that makes sense.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I understand.
Yeah,
meaning like guys, for example, like if he's saying this is like I went to the beach with a girl, let's just say you're not going to put like beach with a girl in the thumbnail and beach with a girl in the title.
Yeah. Like we did a video recently.
Like,
it's called
I can't believe it or some shit.
I would like we did a Big Brother remake recently. Like we do I think episodes where we remake reality TV. So we did a Big Brother remake, but I'm not going to title it I made Big Brother in real life because like not that many people even know what Big Brother is in the US,
especially now too.
Yeah, like it's not even that big. So it's like I have to format that in a way where it's broadly appealing. So I did like I trapped 25 strangers in a box. Okay, that makes sense. It's like one of the top 3 human fears is claustrophobia. So like same. So but you see that, you see a bunch of people trapped in a box like this. What are you gonna do? Not click on that video? Then I get into the video and I explain what the box is and like how I'm trapping the 25 people and that like this is a Big Brother remake. That's all. But I'm not gonna like package it with that. I'm not gonna like make the title thumbnail. That's like the storyline of the video, but the packaging has to be simple for people to understand.
About relevancy, like what people can go like, if I didn't know anything about this, am I still interested?
Exactly. But that's all about how wide of a net you want to cast, which for us to get to 500 million subscribers has to be massively wide. Yeah. So do you
ever feel like you want to it not be that wide, or you just
I think my main channel should always be that wide. I do want it to be wide, but I think that the job of like these second channel ideas that we have are to do a better job at like depth as well. And but again, it's a balance of depth and width on the main channel in order to like where I think YouTube is headed. But I think these second channel ideas that we have will have a really cool opportunity to do that.
So you don't think do you think you'll ever do like just a straight podcast? It's got to be different. It sounds.
It's got to be different. It's got to be innovative. Like it has to be like it has to be. I have ideas. I can't.
All right,
I can't say them right now.
I get it. I want to talk about this shit.
I do have something that I wanted you to try though.
All right.
Do you have any like? Could we pause and bring a meal in here? Because I wanted to try something with you.
A meal?
Meal like food, like that you could try, like hot food.
Do you have the food?
I don't have the food. I'm wondering if you have food.
Yeah, we could pause. And
Okay, because I have. Yeah, can we pause real quick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
we'll pause right here. Yeah, it's interesting you said it. Like, I had been obsessed with like death for so long because of my father passing.
Yeah.
That it just really made me realize that like what else is the point of our lives, right? What do most people want?
Yeah.
We want to feel love. We want to give love and feel love. That's
Yeah.
like the most important thing that anyone looks for.
Yeah.
And everything else that we do, like making money, like trying to succeed at stuff, is all a derivative of trying to get love and feel loved as a human.
Yeah.
Like that's all we ultimately truly want, right? So I think about life and like people trying to do stuff. And this is not saying, hey, if you have a normal 9 to 5 or if you have an engineer job or if you're doing something that's not like good or you can't have that. You absolutely, they're not like not interchangeable. They can all exist in the same space. But I just always knew, it was like, damn, like, why wouldn't I just try to do the outlandish thing that people were like, yo, that's, I don't know, man, a lot of people try and they fail. That's really hard. You want to move to LA? Oh, that's Hollywood. You're going to fail and come back. And everyone always has these negative connotations of like why they shouldn't do shit. But it's like, dude, what if I was like, all right, you know what, you're right. And then I spent my life trying to do the thing that I probably wasn't as happy pursuing. And in fucking 5 years, I die in a car accident. And it's like, I didn't risk anything. I didn't really try anything. I did what I thought was safe because someone said it was safe. And it's just like, why the fuck would I live my life like that? And not knowing when it's going to end, because I said I was so obsessed with like, when is my life going to end? Like, obviously my dad took his life, but I'm not going to take my life. But then again, life, and I've learned through so many other experiences that it's so like sensitive and so like fragile. And you see so many like car accidents and all this other crazy shit that happens. And you're just like, what else am I supposed to? I have to try to do the shit that like I really want to do that's in my heart, because I genuinely do believe that in trying to do that stuff, that's when you get closest to the feeling of like love. Because ultimately, think about this, man. If I can't love myself, I can never truly love a human person, another person, right? And if I can't love myself, a lot of times, imagine what we're doing with our lives is our own expression of our love for ourselves. And if I settle for something that I know in my heart that is not what I want to do with my life, then how am I getting closer to loving myself and allowing love? I can't, it's harder for me to now allow love into my life because I'm hard on myself, or because deep down I know that this is not really what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? And this bleeds into every other thing in our life, our relationships, our business relationships. Like, it's all about being able to like be genuine, being able to be raw, being able to be vulnerable with who you are and how like you operate, what makes you happy, what makes you sad, and all that kind of shit. Yeah, we had to start it back up. I think hopefully it was recording. Yeah. Cool.
That was a banger clip right there. That was amazing. That was well said, bro. That was well said. That needs to go somewhere. That needs to go somewhere. That was like, fuck, dude. That was strong, bro.
Yeah.
Damn.
Let's go.
That was good.
Banger content.
That was-
because of you, dude.
No, let's
you got
go.
me hyped up.
That's fire.
Yeah.
I agree with you though. Like the base human desire is to like, they say this about people that are like try to be like hyper successful, is like you're after, like you have a huge insecurity of not being accepted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so like the closer you can get like to, yeah, you're saying like the closer you can get to actualizing that, like
Yeah.
the more able you are to like feel love
It's
toward
all
others.
about love, man.
Yeah, it's interesting.
So it's like, as I'm
interesting
saying, like if you
perspective.
can't love yourself, you can never love a human person, someone else. And if you can't love another person, then you're not getting closer to that thing that like ultimately, what is it all worth? The money, the shit, the views, the whatever.
Yeah.
It's not worth shit if you can't love yourself to love another, to feel love.
That's beautiful. That's so well said. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's beautiful.
Well, let's get into this fucking thing.
Yeah, let's
I
do
don't
it.
know
Let's
what the
do
fuck
it.
is going on here.
Okay, let's do it. I actually think that I can bring you massive value right now. Wait,
but you're talking about rice and a bison.
I actually think that I'm about to change your life.
Shut the
I'm not joking with you. I think that the next 10 years of your life will be different because of what we're about to do.
Shut the fuck up! Yo, what the fuck are you talking? No, seriously, you're crazy.
No, I'm not. Just watch. Just wait. Just wait.
I have zero idea of what is gonna happen right now. Literally zero idea, because I can't even draw any sort of conclusion of what this could be.
Okay, listen. Whoa. Chill.
Okay.
I'm about to change your
hungry.
life. You think I'm going to change your life with plain rice and a beef patty?
No, I don't know what the fuck
All
is
right,
going
listen,
on
just
right now.
hold on, okay? I listen.
I'm really hungry though.
I
He has something in the
we were,
backpack.
we were driving over here. I have this on me all the time. We were driving over here, and then I thought about you, and I thought about your demographic, and I thought about who's been using what I'm about to show you, and I was like, bro, I'm about to change so many people's lives with
This better
this.
be hot sauce.
Okay, listen. When you're trying to get big, I know about this because I told you I've ate this rice and this beef patty for a year straight when I moved to LA.
Okay. I eat this every day.
This is plain AF, right?
Yeah.
You want to add some. You want to add some. This you want to eat this, but you want things to taste better, right?
Of course.
Do you know by chance what my favorite food is?
Pizza.
Your producer's well studied.
She's good. She's good.
My favorite food on planet Earth is pizza, right?
Okay, so you're just gonna give me pizza then?
I have invented a transformational liquid. It's not a sauce.
Liquid?
A transformational liquid that turns anything into pizza. Bring it out, Sam. Bring it out.
What?
Bring it out.
You said it's gonna change the next 10 years of my. Oh, that does look good. I can already tell that looks good.
Wait, do you have the other bottle? I like the other. Yeah, give me that bottle.
Oh
Don't
wow.
use that one. Don't use that
Let me
one.
see this shit.
This right here is called Pizzafy. You
Let
can
me see.
Pizzafy
Let me
anything. All right,
me
take
see.
that.
Okay.
Take a look. Open. What do you think about that? What do you think of the branding?
I already like it.
Okay.
Turn anything into pizza. Got a little pizza looking
It's
snazzy.
not sauce. It's a transformational liquid. Yeah. Flip that thing upside down. Squirt
Okay.
it on your beef patty. My favorite thing to put this on is rice and chicken. We've got beef here. It's all burgers and fries if you're trying to go dirty. That's fire. This right here will change your life.
Whoa,
Basically,
it does smell like pizza.
it tastes like
Use
pizza.
it on anything.
I
turns into
hate
pizza.
vegetables.
Wow.
I hate vegetables. I hate basically anything that makes it that tastes that's good for you. I hate it.
Really? Why?
I don't know. It just tastes horrible. So I invented this sauce because pizza is my favorite food, so that anything can taste like pizza. And I'm about to change your life. All that's about to taste like pizza. You're literally just going to be eating pizza. Wait, hand that to me. I need
Squirted.
some.
It's squirted.
All right, here we go.
He's a squirter.
Wait.
All right.
Okay.
What did it smell like, Brad?
Pizza.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Give me
Smell
like
these.
a.
That's it. That's it.
Be prepared to give like a real like. Give me imagery when you taste it.
Oh wow.
What does that taste like? Or
It's
what does
like
that smell like?
It's like a.
My mouth is watering.
No,
Is
no,
it?
yeah.
Jacob, can I put some
Can
on
you
yours
smell it?
to try?
Wow. No, it's
can
like
you
a
smell it?
cheesy. Like if I close my eyes, this would be like a cheesy pizza rice.
The one thing. This is V1, so it's a little squeeze bottle. Okay, here we go.
Oh shit.
Here we go. What do we think?
Jacob, I'm gonna put a little bit on the side.
Definitely put some on the meat
And
too.
it's kind of spicy.
Yeah, it is.
I love it.
It has a little pepperoni. So this.
Whoa, wait a minute.
I'm not even gonna interrupt.
It
him.
has
I'm
like
gonna let
3
him-
phases.
Yeah, go for it.
Wow. So it's like
Explain
it's like
this to the
kind of-
audience with imagery.
It's like kind of cheesy,
Mm-hmm.
like a like a cheesy, like
Has actual Parmesan cheese
yeah.
in it.
So it has cheese in it.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so it does have this like cheesy vibe, and then it turns like kind of like a slight little spicy kick, but not too spicy. Like it doesn't overpower.
So good.
You know what I'm saying? It's not
Yeah.
overpowering.
Yeah.
And
A little pepperoni spice.
yeah.
Check the ingredients too. Tell them if it's clean or not.
I got you. Hold on. This is wow. Well, how is? Oh shit, that's actually really good. The fuck?
So far.
Actually, really fucking good. Holy shit.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. What the fuck?
Like marinara. My mouth is watering.
All right. So.
Put salt on it, so it's like I think it's
Oh, so the whole thing is 8 servings. Mm-hmm. So the whole entire bottle has. I'm really bad at math, but 40 times 8, which is very minimal calories. Mm-hmm. Good
All clean
salt.
ingredients.
Yeah, I always salt my stuff, so it has some salt. Parmesan. Balsamic.
They've been trying to make.
Oh
us,
no, this is solid as fuck. Yeah,
It's good for you.
the whole thing, like even the ingredients are good.
Uh huh.
Damn, and it's very wow. This is good. You could even eat this shit on a diet.
That's right. Put it on any meal.
Pizza fla-
immediately tastes like pizza. Everything can just taste like pizza. You always have a cheat meal.
Pizza flavored transformational liquid. I love it.
This
is a new category.
It's a new category. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every one of your meals, every one of your clean meals from now on can taste.
You
like
got to
pizza.
send me a bunch of this shit.
I will.
Yeah. Do you actually make this shit?
That's
Is
your
this-
bottle right there.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, that's yours.
I love it.
It's this is V1 right here. It has such big chunks of Parmesan cheese in it that it has a hard time coming out of
Yeah.
this top.
Yeah.
So we're fixing that.
You also you
Yeah.
should make another one that's because I'm a big spicy guy.
Yes.
Make it a spicy.
Oh, we
one.
have one on the way. Don't even
Okay,
worry.
cool.
It's already in the works.
That's what I want.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because I could tell this has like that. Like it's about to be spicy, but then it's not.
Yeah. We wanted to make the first version pretty mild in case because some people don't. I'm like,
Oh, this is solid, dude.
oh, this is my friend Charlie. He's a huge fan of you, actually.
Oh my god, this is
I know.
good, dude.
Come on, Charlie. This is my workout partner from Atlanta.
Really?
Yeah, he's not he's not answering though.
Yeah. So here's the difference, guys.
Hit me. What's the difference?
You see your food?
Oh yeah,
You see my food?
yeah.
I gave the description, and my food's already done.
It is.
The problem. One of the problems for you to
Yeah.
gain weight
Yeah.
is this.
You just got to eat a
gotta
ton of food.
Yeah, you should eat faster.
I'm a pretty fast eater normally. I've just been talking
gotta
a lot
eat.
about pizza pie.
You got to eat faster.
Faster.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, something
You
a
gotta-
fun fact about me. I have a choking problem. I've choked 3 times in the last year. Had to get the Heimlich because I eat too fast.
Actually?
And I don't take big bites. Yeah, like at public restaurants, I'm like throwing up because I have to get the Heimlich done on me because I eat too fast. I'm always in a rush.
You've had the Heimlich done on you
3 times.
in public.
Yeah, in public, and I throw up
Damn,
everywhere. It's
that's
crazy.
lit. Is that
in
never
LA.
filmed?
It's never been filmed.
Damn.
Yeah, we could have had it here if I would have
funny.
eaten a little faster.
Yeah,
Anyway,
damn.
yeah.
AIRRACK almost dies.
Yeah. Next time. Anyway,
No, I love it. Honestly, this is incredible.
pizza pie.
No, this is a dope product.
Enjoy every meal from now on with pizza pie.
And then you could just not feel fucking guilty either. That's the dope part about it is.
That's right.
It's not super dirty. So it's actually clean.
That's right.
I'm impressed.
Yep. Pizzapie.co. Grab yourself a bottle.
Yeah, how many other businesses like this do you have? I'm a big fan of this stuff.
I just have this and Creator Now right now.
Okay.
Yeah, just 2. But we're gonna be doing more. I have to learn from you, bro. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah. Have you ever considered any like apparel stuff, or is that just kind of like not in the?
I have. It's just like it's the same mentality of like it has to be different and cool. You know what I mean? You did a good job with raw gear. It's such a natural thing with your brand and everything. But it just has to be different and new. You know, I just
Yeah.
don't want to do YouTuber merch. It just feels
No. That's
greasy,
outdated
you know?
for sure too.
Yeah.
I
So-
don't think people are going with that anymore.
I got to do something cool. I might do some pizza related stuff.
You're really a big fan of pizza, huh?
Bro.
What's the best pizza you've ever had?
It's so dependent on type. I recently had in LA. There's a place called Prince Street Pizza. It's actually from New York. They ship water into LA to make the pizza dough taste the same. And
Water
there's-
from where?
From New York. They ship New York water to LA.
What the fuck?
Prince Street Pizza. And they have this deep dish pizza with like a million pepperonis across the top. It's insane. It's the most legendary deep
This
dish
is-
pizza
this is
in
here.
LA.
What's it
It's in
cons-
LA. It's called Prince Street Pizza.
Write that down.
Yeah, Prince Street Pizza. It's fire.
Because I'm bulking.
I have a
now.
question then.
Go ahead.
Yeah, hit me.
So, given that you're a pizza connoisseur, some would say,
Yes.
do you think Dave Portnoy's pizza review are pretty accurate, or would
Oh,
you think it's
man.
a little different?
Me and Dave got beef, man.
Yeah, I figured that was gonna come.
Yeah, I was actually on the set of Impulsive when they
When they had
interviewed Dave.
Yeah.
And I talked to him about pizza. We had a big disagreement off camera.
Why?
His taste in pizza is just completely off. His flop scores, all of his scores are just absolutely off.
He's just making shit up over
He's
there?
making it up. Yeah, he's gotten too cocky is what it was. I think his original pizza reviews are pretty good. He thinks he's the god of pizza now. So I've started doing actually pizza reviews on my Instagram to just absolutely throw him under the bus and take over his empire because his recent pizza reviews, he's just gotten too cocky about it and he has a monopoly on pizza reviews. So
He's like, I own Barstool.
exactly. So I'm going to overthrow that whole kingdom. The pizza's
You
mine
should.
now. He's
You
done
should.
for.
So you're gonna be the most jacked
Yep.
YouTuber.
Yep. Most
500
subscribers.
million subscribers.
Correct. Yep.
Pizza review empire.
Yep. Correct.
Dude, this is sick.
Yes.
I'm telling you, you're gonna take over part of the known universe.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the
sick.
plan. I think it's gonna be
You
fun.
got a fucking engineer out here
Yeah.
helping
Exactly. He's gonna.
you. Who else is a part of your team? How many people? How many people are like employees? that-
Inside of like to make the videos, it's like 12 people, and then like with like the different companies and stuff, it probably adds up to like 30
different
or 40
partners and
people or
shit.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Probably what it adds up. to.
That's
What about
amazing.
you,
Fuck. Team's definitely grown.
bro? Yeah, you have you have gyms, you have clothing, you have
Yeah.
what trifecta? I mean, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's a lot of people. How many people? The gym's like 8?
Yeah, roughly give or take.
8 at the gym.
Yeah,
Raw
so
gear is
employees.
like-
Yeah, we have like a solid 8, and then for raw gear, it
Damn, there's a
is
ton.
1, 2, 3, like 4, 5.
No, it's
Four-ish.
more than that.
For like actually.
The tech design.
Oh
all
yeah.
that.
Oh okay. Like 10.
10. And then the back end, the fulfillment manufacturing.
Well, I mean, if you're counting all those, but if you're talking about like, it depends on what
Yeah,
you're,
yeah.
We'll
you're
count all
talking
those
about.
because
Team.
once we move it, like
I mean, like between production of videos, the gym, whatever, the raw, like whatever else. You
well,
guys are
Raw
doing.
Gear also has like 90. We have like 90 athletes.
Bruh,
Or like
that's
in a space.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's a big boy business right there.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's different.
I'm
yeah.
inspired.
So yeah, I mean, but that's it. It had to be something that like excelled past me.
Yeah,
you
of
know?
course, of course.
And I'm honestly kind of ashamed of myself that I didn't do it sooner.
Yeah.
because I really should have. Because considering how early on I was in the space,
Yeah.
like I was in the space before Gymshark ever blew up.
Yeah, that's
Gymshark's
crazy.
a multi-billion-dollar company.
Yeah.
And I watched it grow, and I was like, damn.
Wow.
Why did I think of that?
Yeah.
Like they were the first company that ever basically leveraged influencers back when like influencers were like unlocked in a sense because there wasn't all these like algorithm holes and like throttles, and they were the first company that ever leveraged female like wearing clothes. Besides the other company prior to that was a supplement company that like was just completely trash. But I don't want to talk. I'm not going to say the name to cause any issue, but they were the next.
I mean,
that
we
came
could
in
cause
line.
some controversy right now if you want for
But
fun.
that's old. No one cares.
okay,
It's
okay.
old. But yeah, it's like I wish I sooner developed it, but I was so caught up in the time at just making content that I wasn't able to pivot like properly. I wasn't really able to see that like, okay, I can actually really do this outside of the content. So I had a hard time balancing because like we were talking earlier about like hiring people and finding the right people, partners and stuff. I had some pretty fucking crazy horror stories with like partners.
Really?
Yeah, it's not going to get too much into that, but I learned, I just learned the hard way a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
But this is sick, bro. I see people walking around like in different states wearing your stuff. I mean,
yeah,
you did a good job.
No, it's growing. It's definitely something that over the next few years, like that's one of my main focuses.
Yeah, it's cool.
Outside of the content shit like this that I
Look at me.
Yeah,
I can be your 91st ambassador.
Yeah, you came in. I was like, yo, this guy's like expert YouTuber.
Yeah, I got you, bro. I'm trying to help you out.
Yeah, you
think I'm gonna wear a shirt other than raw gear into your house?
Yeah, he came in here with literally no shirt on. That was amazing.
Yeah.
No, straight up. He was in no shirt. No, you're great, dude. Like you're solid, and you're fucking timing wise. You're like, yeah, here's a time, boom, on time. Like you're a solid individual, man.
Thank you, brother.
And
I got you.
I do actually look forward to training you and getting you in shape.
I'm actually very excited about that.
I'm dead
Jimmy,
serious about
you're
that.
fucked, buddy.
Yeah, Jimmy,
it's game over.
You are fucked, dude.
Yeah, things have been going pretty good for you. Oh, 100 million subscribers.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be the first YouTube billionaire. You're fucked. It's game over from here. I'm gonna get ripped first. Me and Bradley are boys now. It's game over. We're gonna take over the throne. It's been fun and games for the last few years on YouTube. Not anymore.
Yeah, we're coming for you, dude. Straight up, 100%. I'm not losing. I do not lose. This is a fact.
I'm having my management send you over a contract so that we're legally bound to get ripped together.
Send it over.
Well, you're already ripped, but I'll get ripped and then you'll win.
No, I'm telling you, I'm not kidding.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna lose that.
Okay, great.
Like fuck his 100 million. Like who gives a
fuck
fuck?
that shit,
You
Jimmy.
know, it's like cool. It was cool for like a day.
Yeah, it was.
It's like if he was jacked, then I'd be like, okay.
You know what's cool? First to 500 million, Jimmy. Okay?
Dude, imagine how crazy that is.
It is crazy. A billion's even crazier, and that's so doable. YouTube has 2.8 billion monthly users, so it is theoretically very possible to have a billion subscribers.
2.8 billion
monthly users. Yeah, it's the second largest platform.
That's
Crazy.
Actually insane.
It's actually insane. You got in at a good time, man. I mean, you really saw that shit happening. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some things I just wish I did a little bit different, you know? Made some mistakes,
always, though. I bet if you talk to Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, they'd say the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you feel like you made any mistakes?
Of course. Yeah, always.
Any big mistakes? You're like, damn, I can go back and not fuck that up.
Dude, I just, not specifically with YouTube yet. I feel like I've been in I haven't been doing it that long, so I don't think I've been able to make any like crazy mistakes, but definitely like, I feel like I learned a lot of hard lessons in business prior because like I started similarly like at 16, I was like doing business stuff. And, from there to like 21, 22, I was just grinding, trying to learn business and stuff like that. And I had to like buy partners out. I went in like horrendous amounts of debt. It was horrible, dude. I just was in like...
What businesses? That
was, so I had a video production company prior to YouTube. And at one point I had
This was in relationship to the wedding stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
You tried to grow that.
So that company, it wasn't just me shooting weddings. Basically, we were present in like 10 different biggest wedding cities in the U.S. So basically, I would run Facebook ads, book weddings in different states, and then find subcontracted videographers to actually shoot the weddings. And then we would...
At what age were you doing that?
I was like 18 or 19.
Holy shit.
I was like in it. Yeah,
You're
I know.
a business person.
Yeah, I love it. It's so fun to me. It's so fun. Yeah. And so, and then they would ship the drives overnight to an editor. They would edit the videos. And that's what I was running. So we were doing that. And then, but I had a really, really horrible partner and had to buy him out at like how old was I? 19 or 20. And it was, I went in like tremendous amounts of debt in order to buy him out, and just had to grind that company for years. So there's been a lot of like really tough stuff that like that people just don't even know about, which is funny.
Dude, there's so much shit that I just don't even talk about because like there's so much drama related to shit that I don't know. It's just a crazy situation. I was like, I wish people knew the real story about some shit. That's part of me all the time. Like, I just want to say it.
I think you have to talk about it. I think slowly over time it'll come out on this podcast.
It'll be the right time.
I feel like you let a little bit out in this podcast, actually.
There's so much I could say.
Yeah.
One day I will come out and tell the whole story.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure. I just feel like it's got to be the right time. But I just sometimes in my heart, I'm like, damn, can't it be right now? Because like, I don't know. It just comes from a space of like, I don't know. How come shitty people can just like continue to be shitty and like continue to fuck you over and like continue to hurt you and then like just be like, we're good though.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I just got to accept certain things. It's like, man, but if I told the whole story, everyone would be like, what the fuck?
Really?
But then I just have to be like, I'll just wait on it. Yeah. Really, man. Like there's millions of dollars type shit. Yeah. Look at
okay.
She's
telling you to stop.
Like, dude, I've like millions of dollars.
I want to know about this now.
This is off camera.
I'll tell you off camera.
Okay. Well, these guys will know one day, maybe.
They will know.
Okay.
No, someday they're gonna know for sure.
Okay, subscribe and make sure that you guys keep up because you never know.
But yeah, that's it. Dude, you're fucking awesome, man. I appreciate you being clutch as fuck and like coming through, like setting the time, no fucking issues. You're a great fucking guy, and I look forward to helping you out. And definitely, we're gonna beat MrBeast.
I can't wait, bro.
Audience
And I think
questions.
dude. I think you. Oh yeah, audience questions. I think you will get to that like 500 million, which would be insane.
I appreciate it.
It's just it's
like, gonna be fun.
But that idea is crazy.
Yeah.
Like what realistically, before we go to these audience questions, what age do you think you'd hit that at though? Like you're gonna be 30?
Well, it's all exponential. So, if we hit 10 million this year, but it's on an exponential curve, say I hit 30 million the year after that, you hit 90 million the year after that, you could probably hit 500 million the year after that or the next year. So like within the next like 5 years or something, I think it could happen.
So you'd be like 30.
I'll be like 30 and have 500 million subscribers. That'd be so fun.
Insane, dude.
I would love that, bro.
We'd have to do another podcast. We talk about this podcast.
Yeah, dude. We'll clip back to this.
I'd be shook, man.
No, we'll definitely use clips from this for the video that we're doing where we're gonna destroy Jimmy. But
without a doubt, dude.
Yeah.
But I'm impressed, man. I'm really impressed with like how quickly you fucking grew. Because I remember just looking, being like one day, and then like I don't know how many months later I looked and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck does this happen?
No, I appreciate it, man.
I was
That means a lot.
You up, I was like, yo, we're gonna send you some subscribers, or like, what the fuck?
You're just grinding, bro.
Yeah.
Anyway, dude. Like I said, I studied you early on. Huge inspiration. So it's been cool to be here. Appreciate you.
So we're gonna go into at the end of every episode, just so you guys know. By the way, subscribe to the channel, turn the post notifications on, drop a comment, drop a like, all that good shit. And we're on iTunes, we're on Spotify. Go listen there if you guys want to listen to the audio. We do audience questions at the end of every episode. So how can they send their questions in? Go ahead, Natalie.
You guys go to askrawtalk@gmail.com, send in your questions, and we'll read them off to you.
And also follow the Instagram, Get Raw Talk.
Yes.
We put the reels, we put clips. You could also send your questions in DMs there as well. So go ahead, give us the first one.
Okay, so the first question is, if you could be successful without social media and being in the people's eyes, would you? Or do you truly love everyone coming up to you and knowing who you are? Question.
So if the question is if I could, or is it like if I wasn't doing social media, could I do it?
No, they're saying if you could be successful without social media and being in the people's eye.
If I could pick, if I could
Yes.
choose. No, I love this. I mean, this is like I said, I did it when I was younger. Like I knew how much I wanted a father figure in my life. I knew how much it mattered to have like people that I can look up to. And the content that I make now, or the content that I'm going to continue to try to make, is like along lines of the things that I know I've always wanted. I looked for father figures growing up, and I kind of became that in a sense just because of the content that I made over all the years. And I guess specifically in the fitness space and like speaking about shit, that I would never want to change that ever. I would absolutely never want to change that. And I'm grateful for this opportunity. So yeah, I wouldn't change what I do at all.
Yeah. I feel like people say like the best way to get rich is to do it like privately, like nobody knows who you are. I actually don't agree with that at all. Like I feel like the benefit to making videos, like my goal is to make videos for an audience, like make the best video for the audience, and then the byproduct of that is that anywhere in the world that we ever go, you always have friends there. It's so cool. Like you could pull up to somewhere in the middle of nowhere and be like, yo, who are my boys out here in the middle of nowhere? And you like have an immediate like close friend group there. That's such a like life cheat code. It's so cool to like meet people, that are like part of your community.
Oh yes.
I feel like that is the best version of like being successful, you know?
Yeah, there's the far end of it where they go like, okay, if you're like Justin Bieber or like The Rock or Kanye, then like you just can't go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
If we're talking about fame.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, shit, if you get 500 million, you might be at that level. But at least for me, it's like I can go to the grocery store and like people might be like, oh, that's that guy on the internet, come up and take a picture. But like I think if I'm The Rock going to like fucking Bristol Farms down here, they're gonna be like, you're gonna get swarmed.
Yeah, of course.
You know? So I'm not exactly at that level. I'm at a comfortable level. I do think, I mean, imagine what it'd be like if you just couldn't do the most basic shit.
Yeah.
You know, like Eminem was like, yo, I can't even take a fucking shit without someone standing by the bathroom.
Yeah,
I was gonna drop the bar. I didn't want to have to
Nice, no, that was
fire
good.
lyrics, but
That was good.
But anyways, the point is like, yeah, I think there's a balance. Like, do you think you'd ever get to a point where like, imagine everyone came up to you?
Yeah.
Imagine you went to like you tried to film a video and like you couldn't.
Yeah, I'm actually generally like pretty introverted. This guy knows. Like I'm really like I just stay at the house. I'm like very I just like focusing. Yeah, I kind of get that energy from you
Me
as well.
too.
Yeah. So that kind of doesn't sound fun for me, but I think if it's a byproduct of growing a YouTube channel and making phenomenal videos for the audience, I think it is what it is. Like it's not what I'm after at all, but if it's a byproduct of my goal, so it is what it is, you know?
Yeah.
It's just part of it.
Yeah, I dig it. Cool. Give us the next one.
So this person says they wanted to thank you first for shouting them out for the question that they asked, which was, what's your least favorite thing about being an influencer? But their question today is having some pretty successful, like just success on YouTube and like businesses.
This is great.
They said, what would you consider your business ethics are that attribute to your continued success?
What my business ethics are that. I mean, I think it's pretty straightforward. Like, you want to find people that are motivated, and to keep them motivated is by like just being fucking straightforward with the stuff that you do. Like, if we're talking about business ethics in the sense of like, I'm assuming employee relationships, et cetera, is like just trying to keep people honest and like you want people to feel like motivated to do what they do. So a lot of times, like, you know, obviously they need to be paid properly. They need to feel like they're taken care of or important to like the whole system. But as far as business ethics is I guess what I'm saying, like, is the question like more related to like me doing the right thing in business?
No, business ethics, I think they're thinking more so along the lines of like, I guess the way they put it is more along the lines of like who you are as a person, like how did you apply it in your businesses and your continued success? So like your communication and all that stuff.
I think yeah. So I think the most important thing in business and success is just like we were talking earlier about like in relationships and anything is like being able to communicate like what issues are. I do sometimes have a problem with communicating everything properly because I'm so hyper like focused on things that like I'll look at everything and I'll get frustrated sometimes that like everyone's not looking at everything like I am, but then I realize like, wait, it's not realistic. It's not even realistic that I'm doing it and I shouldn't be doing it. But I tend to like, I'll sometimes like micro manage things, but then I realize like to a degree that if I don't, then like sometimes things don't happen. Like I don't just start off being like, do this, do this, do this, do that, do that, do that. But then if I have someone that I'm like, yo, like we fucked this up, then I'm like, then I start to micromanage a little more because I'm like, well, I tried the first time to just rely fully on it. And then I'm like, okay, I realize like I need to like press the button a little bit more to make sure we're doing it. So it's a balance. Like obviously you don't want people to feel like the fuck, I can't just do my job. You don't want someone to feel like, over like
micromanage.
Yeah. Cause that's a shitty like mindset.
Yeah.
But there is a balance for sure. Cause you also have to understand that like not everyone's going to love the thing like with your whole heart like you do. But you do have to allow people to like to do what they would do, and then overall learn how to make decisions like that are for like the whole sake of a company. Like, okay, if this is how I would do it and it can't be done, and that's how they would do it and that's how it's done, and is it good enough for success? Can it still reach the goals at a certain amount of time? Then like you can be okay with it. But if you can draw lines and say, okay, it's not good enough for the success and it's not going to reach the goals soon enough, then you have to just change that. And you have to kind of take friendship and all that stuff out of it because it's not about that. Like business is black and white. And sometimes that can be hard because you start involving your friends and stuff. And it's like people can get like maybe over entitled or like somewhat complacent depending on like the situation. So it's just a matter of communication. That's the most important thing. Like I said, with everything in our lives, like friendships, relationships, business, it's all the same. Business is tough because someone's livelihood is connected to like the thing that they do, obviously. And then like the friendship is like a back end thing. And it's like, that's sometimes a difficult thing. So That's the best way I could describe like doing that. Just communicate.
Agreed.
Yeah, you I don't know, have you any experience like friendships, work, or how you?
It's
go
hard,
about it?
dude. Yeah, I mean, it's hard. I would just agree with everything you just said. It's all about like setting expectation.
Yeah,
I feel
there's
like it's
no
always,
like right way. There's no like this is exactly how you do it.
Nah.
It's like everything's person by person. Everyone's so different how they react to criticism.
Especially what we do, dude. It's all so new. You know, it's just hard.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Give us the next one.
Okay. I'm just pulling up the one. Let's see. So it says, I've watched the podcast with Brad and Selena, and he had spoken about anxiety. So I'd like to say that I have been addicted to marijuana for the last 2 years, but every time I smoke now, my anxiety goes crazy and I have major...
Stop. You gotta stop smoking weed, dude. That's the answer. I don't even
Okay.
know the rest of this. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, basically they said that, and then they said, I've been taking prescriptions, but I don't want to get addicted to what I'm taking, Ativan and antidepressants.
Stop taking everything. I'm gonna be honest with you. Look, I like smoking weed here and there. I sometimes have times where I did it for too long. I did it for a month. I'm doing it for like 2-3 months, and I'll stop. I've gone through my phases in it. But if you're having actual problems with it, and like you're saying you're addicted to it, and you're taking like this Ativan, which is like a very serious like antidepressant anxiety drug that like is very highly addictive, you need to like take a step back, stop 100% what you can. Obviously, like if you're dependent on certain drugs and like it's going to be a lot harder, you're going to have some like, you know, withdrawal symptoms, which you're going to want to have people to be there for you. I don't know how serious this is for you or not, but you do need to stop. I would genuinely say that like if you're having problems with it, you got to stop. So it's tough. It's going to be hard. You can get guidance from people around you in your life, but I guarantee you, if like you genuinely are like it's giving you paranoia and all this shit, like it's not, your body's telling you, I don't want this, and you keep giving it to it, and it's not going to be a good situation in the long run. So until you can find a balance with it, I wouldn't revisit it anymore. I would just be like, look, stop. Like marijuana, you could just stop that. You may be like, fuck, I miss smoking weed, but the ones that are a little bit more, you said like Ativan is a little bit more. You can become more dependent on it. So I don't know how deep you are with that, but if you're not too deep, then stop that completely as well. So, and get help if you feel like you need it. But I would genuinely recommend, like, if you're having issues, just stop it for real.
It's easy to tell yourself to stop. When Bradley Martyn tells you to stop, you got to stop.
Yeah, this is the one
That's
you
the
got to
goal.
stop.
Like,
for
the
real.
guy himself is just telling you got to stop.
And
man.
I do it, and I've done it, and I've even had to take that fucking Ativan. I've taken
because
that
they're
anxiety
like touching
med.
based on like anxiety, fear, and panic, and
Yeah.
that's what they struggle with. So they were trying to see
Okay,
like, what
so-
can they take or what can they do, like any advice, I guess.
I got it. So here's the deal, right? This is gonna sound like the most corniest answer ever to fixing this shit, but it's corny, and I don't give a fuck because it works. Learn how to fucking meditate. Now, it sounds so stupid. It's so simple, and it's like, yeah, it's not a drug. You sit there and you breathe. Yeah, it is that simple. Because a lot of anxiety, a lot of the anxiety even that I've experienced in my life it's like overactivity in my mind. My mind is constantly going, and it's hard for me to fucking slow down and like differentiate certain shit or like plan certain things, and I forget other things. And I realize like when I'm doing my best mentally, anxiety wise, everything, it's because I'm consistently like giving myself like at least 15-20 minutes a day. I just sit down, I literally sit, like I have a carpet in my fucking room, and I sit on the floor and I just fucking breathe, and I just let thoughts come in and out, and I don't try to stop them, and it just is what it is, and it's changed my fucking life. So learn how to meditate. Like literally give yourself time to do it. You're gonna do it the first few times, you're gonna be like, this shit's fucking stupid, it did nothing. But that's the point. Like that's literally the point, is to try to sit there and allow yourself to do nothing, and to be good with just yourself, and just breathe and start from there. And you'll start to learn that like it actually does really benefit you. And it is something that definitely changed my life. So I stand by that shit. Beyond that, personal practice, go to therapy if you can. Like straight up, if you really feel like you need it, having someone to talk to is always just beneficial. Even if it's not therapy, just someone in your life that you can be like, yo, man, this is how I'm feeling. Let me share this with you. That's super beneficial. So, but I guess the biggest thing is like, you know, like the story about the guy earlier making the fucking excuses. One asked me the same question, is like, stop making excuses why you can't get better. That's going to be one of the things that's going to stop you from doing it, and just start to try to practice these things. And over time, like everything else we talked about in this podcast, getting the 500,000 subscribers, beating MrBeast in the body challenge, doing all this stuff, it's just effort over time. And just keep trying, and that's the most important part. So that's it. That's it, man.
Facts.
Yeah. Thank you for coming, man. You're a great guest.
Hell yeah.
You crush that shit.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna buy that pizza stuff. No, I'm dead
You're
serious.
not
So
going to buy it. You're
you
going to keep that bottle right there.
You gotta send this shit to my house though.
Yeah, I will.
Spicy stuff for
I will.
sure.
That's the next one coming out.
Cool. But that's it. Subscribe to the channel. You got anything else for me? Anything else you want to say?
Questions for Brad?
Or anything you want to do?
I've already got my questions out. I just want to commit. I just want to say on this podcast, past me, this is what you look like. Future me, after Brad and I train together, you look awesome.
There we go.
I can't wait. I'm excited.
Yo, you guys, it's so funny you did that because I know you're gonna put it in a fucking YouTube.
Yeah,
video.
of course.
Yo,
Of course.
you're so smart. It's funny, dude. All right, we're out of here.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah.
I'm on day 3 right now. What do I need to be doing? Like what's the game plan? What do you?
So, number one, what's going on with your diet? Like, are you okay? Your watch is trying to answer this question.
Yeah. I'm eating healthy, but I'm not eating a lot. Don't you own Trifecta?
I do, but you're gonna have to need to eat more, like, cause you're gonna need to build muscle.
Okay.
Like, I'd say we do something where we're building into like a few months, cause it's a 5-month thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, imagine 3 months like trying to build muscle,
Yeah.
and then 2 months cutting at the most, or
Okay.
maybe even a month cutting.
So okay. So I'm
your
just trying to
goal-
get bigger. Period.
Your goal is to get bigger right now.
So
your
just
goal
lift, just
is
get
to
like
lift.
bigger muscle and just bigger. Period. Just
Bigger
put weight
period.
on.
Put weight on. You don't want messy weight. So like, as far the best thing you could be doing is like increasing calories, but not from like bullshit food. Like, you want to not from food that's like unhealthy, right? You want to increase calories from something that's actually beneficial to you.
Okay.
Like eating more rice and rice, or chicken, steak, like vegetables,
Okay.
balanced meals.
Got it.
Like, don't worry about like it being like I can only have protein. That's not the goal. That's not the idea.
Okay.
You want it to be as balanced as possible.
Okay.
And I'll have to give you like a whole thing for that.
Okay.
So you can just kind of follow it.
Okay.
I can get food sent to you or whatever you want. Your goal right now needs to be build muscle.
Okay.
Not like lose weight.
Okay.
And you're a very tall guy.
Yeah.
Like, actually way taller than I thought. Like, it was just dope.
Yeah.
So
I'm the same height as you, which means I could look like you if I theoretically wanted to.
Yeah. You're fucking. You got a good frame too.
Let's go. Okay, great.
So it's gonna be.
I'm so excited.
It's 100% about building muscle. Right?
Okay.
Obviously, the gym. Are you training like? Have you trained before? So you know.
I'm
Like,
on day 3. I've trained before. I know. Yeah, the basics.
so like chest, back. You're doing a body part split. Mm-hmm. What are you doing?
No, I'm not doing anything. I mean, I'm basically like I did legs, and I'll just like extensions, the whole bit. I don't know what I'm doing, bro.
Okay, yeah.
I'm doing
You're
some
gonna need
basic
work on
stuff. Dude, I think we actually have a huge opportunity to get shredded, motivate each other. Not that you need any more, but
No.
maybe I can help.
Yeah. No, you are.
And make a banger video. It's gonna be so fun.
Hell yeah. And you fucking get jacked out of it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
What?
It's like a triple win. It's
I swear to you, getting like in shape makes your mind work better. Everything.
yeah.
Like
I'm
it just-
I'm pumped. I'm excited.
Like, you're gonna get huge, you're gonna get in better shape, you're gonna feel better, you're gonna look better, you're gonna perform better, your mind's gonna work better, you're gonna get more subscribers, you get a dope video, like girls gonna be like, oh, what's good? Like that maybe before they were like, you know what I'm
You and me
saying?
are gonna be best friends by the end of this too.
Go, baby.
Let's go.
I love it. I like this guy a lot, actually.
That's fine.
You're a smart motherfucker. You're a really smart guy.
I'm gonna have management send you the contract.
Yeah, send it. And then I need your address and everything inside. So we can just upload it.
Oh, yeah. No,